Eyes on me. We are starting part 2 of part 1, I guess, of Canto 9, because there's 3 parts, and I don't record the entire chapters in a single video because I don't want to do that for YouTube. But anyways, we are here, and this is okay. Oh shit. Okay, it changed. We got this thing. Location of unobservable. Question mark, question mark, question mark. You see, if we did everything in one sitting, we wouldn't see this shit. Well, I'm assuming we probably will have once we actually beat the entire first part. I don't know if we're going to be teleported back out or not, or we're staying inside the limbuscompany HQ. I don't really know about that, but we are going here. I forgot something important. It might come to me back when we go through, but yeah, here we go. We got I don't even know what the Akabaki Miyami is. I don't even know what that shit is. I am gonna be butchering the fuck out of all of these names, by the way. It's just a canon event that is going to happen because it's all Japanese, not English. Sorry. But last chapter we got the little bit of sneak peek into Roja's backstory. Oh, not Roja, Ryoshu's backstory as a child, and I knew that she was a child from the start, but then I got gaslit from the comments, and then from people I talked to. They said, no, Ryoshu's the mother, and no, it's not, bro. Our Ryoshu is a child, I think. I don't really know yet. I went to go check to see how many chapters there are. There's still not a confirmed number that at least not on WikiGG or like online yet. It's probably on Reddit, but I'm not gonna go for Reddit because I feel like it's gonna be spoilers, so don't really know. I'm just gonna assume that's gonna be like within the ballpark of like 15 to 20. So for this part, I'm gonna have to try to get it down to like an hour and a half, maybe at most, to get this done fast and quickly. Don't know why I said fast and quickly like that. See, this is why it takes a lot longer to actually finish this, because I have to go on a yip yap tangent. I'm just gonna shut up. But anyways, I even tried to get that last video. I said anyways, but I'm continuing on. But like the last video, I tried to get that down to 1 hour and 3 minutes. Even though I tried my hardest, that shit went up to 2 hours somehow with only like 4 parts of dialogue. Whatever, we're going on part 2. I don't think there's anything different, so we're just gonna be skipping past this. Actually, now that I think about it, how long do we got? 4 enemies left. Now that I think about it, isn't that, yeah? I wasn't even thinking about it, but that's heck. Is that Hex now? And no, that's just a regular guitar. But that's definitely Rosia's desire back in the background there. I don't know if that was there before in the first battle. I don't think it was, but I didn't really pay much attention at that part. But that's actually real funny. All right, let me finish off this battle, and I have a sneaky suspicion that we're gonna be fighting Rosia's desire. I don't think we're gonna see the real abnormality for it. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, let me just actually make sure I'm actually guesstimating this correctly. I think I am. Yeah, this should work out. It will get rid of them. But if we are fighting Rosia's desire and we get to see that real abnormality, that'll be something. That'll be ideal. I'd like to see it. But hey, if we don't see it, whatever. Oops, I could have got that down in 5 turns, but I was not paying attention in terms of damage. Oh well, we still got it. We still got the current record holder, which is 6 turns. Probably if someone really cares about it, they'll get it done like the 3 turns somehow with some hip-hop magic bullshit. Okay, 26. All right, 9.7 paradox of the spiral. Okay, finally getting into a story chapter. Shut up, Faust, you distracted me a little bit. I don't think there's anything in the background here. I see a little bit of thorns. Is that ebony stem? Okay, we might actually got something going on here. Let's actually get into peak. What do you see, Gregor? As we were battling our way through the escape particular, Gregor came to a sudden stop.
잠깐. 어디서 숨소리 같은 거 안 들려? 좀 희미하긴 한데.
Wait, do y'all fellas hear something? Sounds like breathing. It's faint. Oh, I hope this is an abnormality and not like a random monster.
들린다.
Also, I'm still holding out hope that we get our guy here at some point. At some point, I'm holding out to see if we get our guy. I hear it.
이쪽 부근이군.
It's in this general direction. All right, Marsalt, good shit. What is it? First, I'll stare at the giant containment chamber door where it lays on the ground, smashed and knocked loose.
최종이나 다른 적해체일 가능성은?
How likely is that to be? That might be a particulum or an enemy combatant. How likely is going to be an abnormality is what you should be asking.
낮은 편이다. 소리의 호흡이 불안정하고 작으니 부상당한 인간의 것에 가깝다.
Never mind then. Unlikely. The breathing is unstable and shadow like a wounded human. Alright.
이거 오티스 씨,
What's wrong with this?
생존자의 가능성이 조금이라도 있다면 구하는 게 맞지 않겠어?
Get those nerves calmed down. Hey Otis, it might only be right if we try to save them, even if the smallest chance they're a survivor, right?
본사에 나쁜 인상으로 작용하진 않겠군.
Okay. I suppose that could leave a not so negative impression of us on the HQ. We knelt around the fallen door and slipped our fingers through and under the debris, and lifted the door. The door rose with a loud metallic clank. Alicia! What the fuck happened? No, not Alicia! Holy shit! What the fuck happened, bro? You're a phoenix. Wait, you're a moth phoenix sting, so that means you come back to life after burning, right? That's the thing. Underneath the door was a woman, her breathing shallow. It was Alicia. No, no. I mean, look, you got Ishmael. Look at the moth. That looks actually kind of clean. Moth ego for her win. Oh, she already has one. Never mind. She was one of Hohenheim's researchers who guided us through the regular checkup.
알리사예요. 이름까지는 기억 못하실 것
Or is it
같아서.
Alisa or Alicia? Alisa, fuck, God, getting fucking gaslit by the game again. Goddamn. Alisa, I'm Alisa. Yeah, I didn't think you would remember my name. I thought it was Alicia, but oh well. Faust, help her. Do something. Anyone do something. Like I can't say Alicia. Alicia like that. I gotta keep saying Alicia. Sorry about this. Sorry about that. I just gotta keep saying it the way I kept saying it. Alicia shared her name, her voice strained as if she was squeezing the air out of her lungs. She was covering her chest with her hands overcome with pain.
알리사 씨, 상태는?
Okay, Miss Alicia, are you? No, she's not. She got a fucking dagger ritual sword in her throat, bro. Or not, her fucking chest.
숨을 크게 쉴 때마다 통증이 심해서
Every breath hurts so much. Oh.
살려달라고 소리를 지를 수가 없었어요.
Couldn't call for help. Someone save her.
팀장님이 말씀하시던 게 생각나네요. 우리는 주인공이 아니기에 동전이 던져진다면 앞이 나올지 뒤가 나올지
Damn.
기다릴 뿐이라고.
Reminds me of what the boss used to say. We're not the main characters of this story, so upon the proverbial coin flip, we can only wait to see if it lands heads or tails. No. Hey, it landed heads. We're here. We can do something. We can use the ego to heal them. Alicia let out a brief, dejected chuckle before wincing with pain. Oh.
아니, 아프다는 양반이 무슨 농담 따먹기야. 잠깐, 이 말뚝은
The lady seems like you're in plenty of pain. This hardly a time to be joking about Hold on. Is that steak? Yeah, it's the steak of curse. It's the steak of suicide. Whatever. I should have said that for you too. Whatever the fuck this steak does to people. What the hell? What the hell does this do to people? I don't even know. Elysian's hand grasps around the same spiral-shaped rod in the bodies in the hallways, and were the same ones in the bodies. The same spiral rod that the bodies in the hallway were holding.
무슨 일이 일어났던 거지?
What happened here? What do you mean what happened? They got folded.
경고음이
The alarm system.
경고음이 울리지 않았어요.
The alarm didn't go off.
저희 부서는 조금이라도 뭔가 잘못되면 곧바로 경보가 발동되도록 설계되어 있었어요.
Even the smallest accidents or issues triggered the alarm to go off in our department. Could it be like some LobCorp shit where you're supposed to kill the employees, and what Limbus Company did, they just decided to say fuck the employees for the Ryoshu storyline?
호엔하임 씨가
Am I reaching?
로보토미 코퍼레이션의 최후를 답습하게 되고 싶진 않으시다고 강력하게 주장하신 덕택이
Damn.
있죠.
Oh shit. Boss Hohenheim was adamant about installing that system. Said he didn't want it to repeat the fall of Lobotomy Corporation, and I just realized Hohenheim is probably getting some hard PTSD. He's going through some shit right now, wherever the fuck he is, because this is basically happening a second time for him. A pained grimace crept into Alicia's expression as she tried to calmly continue her explanation. It wasn't just from what was staked through her chest.
당신들이 습격을 알아차리기 직전까지도 아무런 경고음도 발동되지 않았군요.
The alarm system didn't go off even when the employees realized the facility was under attack.
네. 그래서는 안 되는 거였는데.
Yeah, the higher up said fuck you guys. Plot your character, your deaths are for Ryoshi's character development. Really? Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. At least, really, Alicia? What about Hohenheim? There's no way Hohenheim's dead. There's no shot he's dead. Isn't he fucking important? Isn't he? Don't y'all need him for eagle research? You know, it's not supposed to behave that way. It wasn't. I sure it wasn't. I sure hope it wasn't supposed to behave this way. We waited quietly as Alicia caught her breath and calmed down.
갑자기 불이 꺼졌어요.
The lights suddenly died.
이번에 진행하고 있는 실험 때문일 거라고 생각했어요.
We thought it was just an experiment that we were conducting.
전력을 많이 잡아먹는 실험이라고 팀장님이 종종 투덜거리시곤 했거든요.
Boss growls from time to time about how much energy it eats.
그때부터 이상하다고 생각했어야 하는 건데.
Ain't no way to let the lights go out if y'all can't see to do your work, bro. Oh my. Oh my Yiseng. Oh my fucking Yiseng. Damn it, I should have noticed something was off. Alicia blamed herself to no avail, her voice growing faint.
그래서 시간이 지나면 자연스럽게 복구가 될 거라고 생각했어요.
So I thought it was just a temporary power outage. Oh no, not that facial expression. We don't need. Why are we getting all these
스럽게 여기지 않았어요.
Why are we getting all? Oh, goddamn, I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry, at least I'm cutting you off. But why are we getting all these sad and angry facial expressions in this Canto? We didn't get none of this in Canto 9. I mean Canto 8. None of this shit in Canto 8. Why are we getting all this grimace? All this grimace faces? Like, what the hell's going on? Why? Am I Ryoshu's chapter? Like the last time this happened. I'm trying to remember. Was it actually just Erkling? The closest thing we ever got to faces like these was like Erkling, right? If y'all remember, like anyone had these these angry to sad faces. I'm pretty sure it was just the Erkling. It's been the two Cantos. Dude, no, 3 Cantos since the last time we see faces like these, and now we got the middle. I forgot her name. Victoria. I think it's her name is Victoria. She had her little psycho stare face, and now we have Alicia's like grimace face right here. Like what the hell's going on?
경고음이 울리지 않았으니까요.
And before that, it was.
이해해요.
And before that, wasn't it just Ishmael? I think it was just Ishmael. She had that crazy look at her eyes. Actually, I think it is just Ishmael that always has like the crazy facial expressions. Like Otis has a shade over her eyes, but then you have Ishmael. Her eyes are always like dilated, and she's like has this crazy ass like frown or smile in like every Canto. Like at some point, like goddamn. Because it did trigger the alarm systems. Yeah, I understand. It's understandable.
저는 실험실에 가지고 와야 하는 자료가 있어서 그곳으로 향하고 있었는데
I'll head to the research hall to retrieve something, and
그러다가 들렸어요.
that's when I heard.
어둠 속에서 또렷하게 누군가의 구두소리가
He heard the aura farmer.
들렸어요.
Heard the sounds of dress shoes click-clacking and echoing around the dark hallway.
느리지도 빠르지도 않은
Oh,
여유
wait.
있으면서도 절대
No.
없는 걸음걸이였죠.
No.
그렇게 걷는 사람은 저희 부서엔 없어요.
she is the.
다들 바쁜
Oh
마음에
God,
종종 걸음으로 빨리 걸어 다니거든요.
she is the one we see in the preview trailer that says this shit. Oh, not too slow, not too fast. A relaxed but disciplined gat. No, gate. No one in our department walks like that. We're always so busy that we always walk in a slight jog.
그 직후에는 누군가가 단말마 같은 비명을 지르는 것을 시작으로
Then a terrible dying scream followed.
끝없는 아비 교환이 이어졌어요.
Before the massacre began like a hellish nightmare that just wouldn't end.
무슨 일이 일어나는 건지 아무도 몰랐어요.
No one knew what was going on. No one could fight back either. Help! Help!
누구야?
Who's there? Oh. Ugh. You think they have security around here, but I guess not. No security.
앞을 향해서 달리는 것밖에는 도리가 없었어요.
All I knew is that I had to run. No, fight back! You got the moth!
가볍게 스쳐가는 바람 소리가 느껴졌고
And something whistled through the wind, and
곧 가슴이 뜨거워졌어요.
ooh.
고개를 내려보니 이미 여기가 꿰뚫려져 있었고
Felt something hot across my chest, and I looked down and saw that this thing had pierced me.
잠시 정신을 잃었다가 깨어보니 이미 격리실이 누군가에 의해 강제 개방되어 있었어요.
Yeah, this shit happens a lot. Apparently, they just keep unlocking those containment units. It's like y'all need to get some better padlocks for this shit. This is like the third time this shit happens. No, it's the third time if you count the breaches when all the branches shut down. But yeah, y'all need to do something about the locks on these abnormality cages.
온갖 환상체와 죄종에 이어 뒤틀림까지 탈출하고 격리실 문이 튕겨 나가지는 바람에 옴짝달싹도 못하게 되었고요.
Abnormalities, particular even distortions running amok, and I was pinned down by a containment unit door that got knocked off its frame. Damn, does this mean we're gonna be fighting some distortions that we haven't seen, or are we just gonna be fighting Batman who had a kid, or he's gonna show up and he's gonna aura from a little bit?
호엔하임 씨나 다른 분들과는
Assuming he's here.
했던 것이군요.
So you weren't with Hohenheim or the other people when it occurred.
팀장님, 팀장님은 발표실 근처에 계셨을 거예요.
Boss, boss must have been by the coffers hall.
혹시 제 주머니에 있는 종이와
No,
펜을
no, we're not writing.
꺼내 주실래요?
We're not writing a fucking will. Please, please, would you get my pen and paper from my pocket? No, we're not writing a will, bro. Okay, it's a map. Okay, okay, never mind. Alicia drew a small map on a piece of paper on a fuck. Alicia drew a simple map on a piece of torn paper.
다른 분들이 무사할지는 모르겠어요. 하지만 이 방향대로 가면 아마 행방의 단서라도 찾을 수 있을 거예요.
I don't know if the others are safe, but follow this map and you should at least be able to see for yourself, or just at least get a clue of what just happened here.
그래. 그래. 대강 알겠으니까 이제 상처 좀 살펴보자.
All right, there. We get the general idea. Now let's take a look at that wound. Regular replied calmly, but it's too late. She dies.
진짜 피가 안 멈추잖아. 이거 평범한 무기가 아닌 것 같은데.
Bollocks, the wound keeps bleeding. This ain't your usual weaponry.
넌 뭐 좀 보이냐?
Oi, you recognize this? He clicked class Otis with palpable concern. Yes, Otis, you're the war vet. Come on, tell us something.
움직임이 클수록 체내로 파고드는 구조로 보인다.
When the way it looks, the more the victim moves, the deeper it will drill into their flesh.
살상보다는 제압에 특화된 공방 제품 중 하나인 것 같군.
Perhaps a workshop product designed to stall it, take a bit as out of commission rather than kill them outright. So she might be fine.
이 정도 물건을 쑤셔 넣었다는 건 죽이고 싶었다면 충분히 죽일 수 있었다는 거겠지.
If the assailants had the wherewithal to use weapons like this, then they could have very easily killed the victims then and there too.
팔을 묶어두고 싶었던 건지 아니면 악취미.
This got some ring shit. After seeing those ring abominations, I feel like this is some ring reparee that the ring guy caught up. It is a spiral, so it's a pointy stabby thing. So this could be like their version of killing weird ass fucking weirdos in the ring. That's all I'm trying to say.
가만히 있었기에 오히려 무사했나. 현명한 판단을 내렸군.
Then it seems like staying still is what saved your life. That was very wise of you.
현명했기보다는 너무 아파서 움직일 생각도 안 들던데요.
Yeah, I don't know about wise. I can't even fucking move. It shit hurts too much. It hurts too much to even think about moving anyway.
상처를
No.
봉합하거나 치료할 수 있는 걸 찾아온다면 무게를 뽑을 수 있지 않겠는가?
Perhaps ought to close the wound or rapidly heal be the remedy. Were we to extract the vile weapon?
그래, 영영 저런 걸 달고 있을 순 없잖아. 빨리 뽑고 상처를 치료해서.
Yeah, you're not gonna walk around with that thing in your chest forever, right? Let's pull it out and get the wound treated and
소용없다.
it's no use. Oh fuck, Ryoshu. Ryoshu spat out a reply. Okay, I'm about to get a super flashback to her. Because she had that shit in her hands. I know she had it in her hands in the flashback.
소용없다니요? 혹시 뽑히지 않는 장치인가요?
It's no use. Is it a kind of device that physically can't be removed?
아니, 뽑아내는 것은 어렵지 않아.
No, pulling it out isn't the hard part.
그러지 않는 편이 나을 뿐.
It's just inadvisable.
억지로 뽑으면 복도에 있던 그 시체들처럼 되는 거냐?
Ooh. If you force it out of her, then it'll just end up like those bodies in the hallways?
그래, 저 나선은 반대편에 도달하기 위해 끝없이 파고들지만 역설적이게도
What the
그 자체만으로는 관통하지
What the fuck?
못한다.
What the fuck?
도달할 수 없거든.
So these shits got Gojo's infinity imbued into them? Oh, why? What kind of weapon is this? This is a ring weapon. There's gotta be. There's gotta be. There's no way it's the index. There's no way it's not my goats. Even though they did spike people through their asses up into their mouths. They ruined that. Huh. Oh, I don't want to think about that too much, actually. Let me just move on. Yeah, this spiral burrows endlessly to the other side, but paradoxically cannot punch through all the way. because they'll never arrive at that point.
딸, 이건 나선이야.
Oh fuck. The best dad. Also, we got this music back. What kind of music is this for her flashback about killing people? Sweetheart, this is called a spiral.
한 번 박히고 나면 조금만 움직여도 계속 파고들기 때문에 제자리에 가만히 있을 수밖에 없단다.
Once it's lodged inside the body, even the slightest movements will burrow it deeper to the flesh, forcing the victim to remain perfectly still.
처음에는 따끔한 가시처럼 느껴질 뿐이지만 빼내려 할수록 파고드는 무기지.
It may not sting itself any worse than a prick of thorns at first, but the more you try to yank it free, the further it drills into the body.
하지만 계속 파고들긴 해도 정작 꿰뚫고 나오진 못해.
But no matter how much it keeps digging, it'll never reach the other side. What kind of fucking jigsaw fucking weapon is this?
끝에 도달하려 할수록 나선은 점점 느려져서
Literally,
결국엔 끝에 닿을 수 없거든.
the closer it gets to the end, the slower it becomes. It can never meet the end point. It's literally JoJo's Infinity.
대체하는 방법은 알지?
You know how to unlock it, yes?
네가 일을 끝내고 오면 알려줄 거란다.
I'll give you the Asperger's once you return with the job done.
만약 없이 오브려
Wait. Wait, did she get stabbed before? Did Yoshi get stabbed with this before? No, someone else got stabbed. Remember, if you try to pull it out without the Asperger's,
파고들며 엉켜든 모든 것이 뽑혀 나올 거다.
it'll tear out everything it entangled itself with as it burrowed through.
그러니 살고 싶다면 지금처럼 가만히 있도록.
So stay put exactly as if you want to live. Damn. Horrible ass torture device. Not even a torture device. It is a torture device. Torture device killing weapon. Imagine how. Oh fuck! I just got the sickest idea. Imagine you had like 5 of those. 1 in the stomach, 2 in the legs, 2 in the arms. No, that would be so fucking bad, bro. All I could see were fragments of their memories. There is remnants.
없이 오브려 했다간.
Also, it feels like I forgot. This is Valencia. Yeah. I think this is her name is Valencia. But Valencia said if you pull it out without the Asperger's, but she was also laughing. So I don't think that's all there is to it.
숫자도 없이 오브려 했다간.
Yeah. She's laughing as she says it. Well, what's so funny? Valencia? Let me know. If you try to pull it out without the matching Asperger's, then once again I recall Yoshi's shattered memories with the distinct feeling of drawing something up to the surface. The seeds from her mutilated memories. As it was generally the case, I didn't know exactly what I did. It just came naturally to me the moment I wished for it to happen.
뭐가 좀 보였나 시계?
Standing clock head? I forgot to check to see if her model changes. I'm pretty sure it does. Real true. What if that spiral? These are a certain combination of numbers like a password. But Sha.
그 나선에 엮인 역사를 풀이하려면 그에 맞는 짝이 필요하단다.
To resolve the spiral's paradox, you need to find the correct pair.
짝이 맞는 숫자도 없이 오브려 했다간.
If you try to pull out without the matching number, then
검과 검집, 음과 양,
yin and yang.
과거와 미래, 나와 너. 모든 건 지독하고 지긋지긋하게 짝지어져 있는 것도 성이니.
The sword and the scabbard, yin and yang, the past and the future, me and you. Everything regrettably is paired together with an awfully stubborn connection.
죽는다는 게 뭔지 아니?
Do you understand what it means to die? It's to sever that connection. The severing.
무언가를 벤다는 건
What it means is to sever something? I don't know why you said that in the question. For a brief moment, an odd expression appears on Ryoshu's face.
흰머리.
White hair. What about white hair? Oh, we're
말씀하시죠.
talking about Faust. You speak.
나선은 해제할 수 있다. 시계의 말대로 그 해제는 숫자와 연관이 있을 테지.
The spiral can be disabled. Must have something to do with numbers, like the clock said.
하지만 정확히 무엇이 필요한지가 기억나지 않는군.
But I don't exactly remember what it needs. No.
거북나선이라는 이름을 가진 나선 무기에 대해서 아는 게 있나?
Know anything about the spiral-shaped weapon called the tortoise spiral? Yes, Faust Internet, please lock in.
파우스트를 사용하는 방법을 조금이나마 깨우치셨군요.
It seems that you come to understand if only marginally how Faust can be used. Yep, you just use her as the internet.
제가 해당 장치를 시각적으로 확인하였고 류슈 씨가 범위를 좁힐 수 있는 단어들을 제공했으니 파우스트는 알 수 있습니다.
Okay, so that's something. So if we showed you the library, you know everything about the library, but you already know about the library, so it doesn't matter. What if we said something? What was the index thing called? The organs. That'd be interesting to know about. Anyway, as I have visually observed the device, Ryoshu has provided a certain keyword scenario to the results. Faust can now know. I really wish I want that Faust ID. I want that Faust ID. Oh, I want that Faust ID.
방법이요?
Did you say how you're to be used? Ignoring the curious looks from the sinners, Faust carefully walks up to the body and unclaps the spiral from their hands.
제논의 거북나선 파우스트에 의하면 해당 장치는 그렇게 불립니다.
Zenon's tortoise spiral. Actually, let me look that shit up. Actually, let me see. All right. Oh no, is that? I think is that thing. Yes. Oh, it's Achilles the hill in the thing. So it's Achilles in the tortoise thing, but except it's a weapon. It's Gojo's infinity weapon. It's a Gojo infinity weapon. After some time, Faust pulled the bottom part of the spiral, opening the hatch.
자물쇠입니다. 대응되는 숫자는 7자리군요.
It is a lock. The spiral requires a 7-digit combination to release.
또한 알리사 씨의 피가 멎지 않는 이유는 나선이 심장을 관통하지 못할 뿐 파고드는 성질 자체는 영원하기 때문일 겁니다.
Also, the spiral's infinitely burrowing nature, despite this inability to ever pierce the heart, explains why Miss Alicia's bleeding will not stop.
잠겨 있다면 요정으로 열 수 있지 않나?
If it is locked, can't we use a fairy to open it? Fairy? Oh, we're finally talking about the fairies. I'm pretty sure Otis mentioned the fairies multiple times.
F사의 특이점을 말하는 것이요.
Like at least twice. Or we saw them in Uptie stories. She speaks of F Corp singularity.
잠겨 있는 것이라면 그 무엇이라도 열어주는 기술. 좋은 방안 아닌가?
If the spiral is locked, as you say, then would not a technology to unlock anything make for the perfect countermeasure?
요정으로 여는 것은 가능할 테지만 해당 나선 무기에 적용된 기술이 어느 정도의 가치를 지닌 장치일지가 중요하겠죠.
Theoretically, a fairy should indeed be able to unlock it. However, it must first be considered is the value of the technology applied to the spiral weaponry.
확실하게 하려면 고가의 요정이 필요하겠군. 그런 물품을 당장 근처에서 구할 수도 없는 노릇이고.
Then only expensive fairy would guarantee a successful outcome, which would be hard to come by at this immediate moment. Damn. I just noticed something. Like every thing that we have that we see from the lore of Runa, LobCorp, and now Limbuscompany, this could make for a very good RPG game. Because we got fairies here. We can have that as a super secret item that we can find around the city, and we can use these to open the super good shit, or something like that in the game. I can just feel it. I can feel the RPG coming up from this shit. Angry face Ryoshu. Ryoshu and the rest of the senators stare at the spiral lock with a degree of trepidation. We weren't going to be able to brute force the 7-digit lock. I mean, you can, but it's going to take infinite amount of time.
안 될 거라고 생각하긴 하는데 0부터 계속 맞춰볼 수 없는 거냐?
No. Yeah, this probably won't work. But can we just start from 0 and go from there? We can do that, but we don't have the time to do that.
보편적인 잠금 장치와 동일하게 일정 횟수 이상 틀린 번호로 입력할 경우
As in the case of most locks, a certain amount of a number of incorrect attempts would,
됐어.
I guess,
그냥 개죽음 당한다는 거잖아.
point taken. This death in it. I guess we do have. Well, in most games, they don't have the instant death thing. So, it was worth a shot, Heathcliff. I thought about it first.
같아서는 솔직히 무서우니까 두고 가지 말아달라고 하고 싶거든요.
Don't leave me alone. I'm scared. That's honestly what I'd like to ask.
하지만 실험실 근처에는 살아있는 사람들이 모여 있을지도 몰라요.
But there might be survivors by the lab.
저희 팀장님 아시잖아요. 쉽게
You better not go
당하실
down.
분 아니에요.
You know our boss. He won't go down so easily. He won't. She should. He got shock centipede. He got the rupture build maxed out.
차라리 그 사람들을 도와주세요.
Let's go help them instead. We got you, Alicia. We'll come back.
하지만 이대로면
But if we leave you like this,
뭐 연구원이 멍청하게 죽는 100가지 방법에 나오는 것처럼 죽어서도 놀림받는 상황보다는 나은 것 같네요.
well, this isn't the worst way to go. This way, at least I won't be going to some trivia book of the stupid-eyed deaths, like 100 dumbest researcher deaths. That's a thing. I mean, she's still alive. She just gotta wait for us to get the key, or someone to get the key. Perhaps working under Hohenheim has influenced her to put a mask of aloofness, even in situations like these. But it's clearly taken a considerable amount of effort to maintain it. Were we in any other situation, I'll have asked with the 100 dumb ways to die were to eliminate the tension, but it's not looking good, Dante. I know. I held my breath and embraced the painful silence. No, oh,
알리사군 다시 돌아오겠네.
we shall return to thy side, young Elysia. Yeah, we'll come back. We got you. We just gotta get the lock thing somehow from someone.
반드시 다시 돌아오겠네. 그러니까
I give thee my word, so
적들이 다가오는 것 같으면 최대한 몸을 피해 있게. 부탁이니 포기하지 마세나.
hide as best as thou canst. When the enemies approach, thou mustn't yield now. I beseech thee. Yeah, just play dead when they come. We got you. Just chill out and don't
참고로
move.
얘는 한다면 하는 놈이니까 흘려듣지 마라.
You better listen to the last. She ain't one for empty platitudes.
그럴게요.
Yeah.
감사해요.
Never give up. You're still alive. You still got this. We can still save you. Yeah. Okay. I won't give up. Thank you.
C485.
C485. What does that mean? Ryoshu quietly muttered to herself.
시계.
That's
방탈출
5
해봤나?
digits. Fuckhead, ever played a game of escape room? What? Of course not, but I have a little bit.
이건 일종의 방탈출 게임 같은 거다.
This is very much like a game of escape room.
불의를 위해서는 단서를 모아야 하지.
To find a solution, you begin to gather clues. So you're telling me that the house of spiders decided to make an escape room for Ryoshu with life and death. So they actually it's actually just Saul. It literally is just it's just Saul and limbuscompany.
저 연구원 놈 살리고 싶은 것 아닌가?
You want to save that researcher, don't you?
그렇다면 저 나선에 쓰인 고유 번호가 필요할 테니 봐둔 것뿐.
You'll need the serial number on that spiral. Every step we took away from Elysia as she suffered a slow death was painful. I wasn't even sure if we could save her life. She always beseech the path ahead. But we got this, Dante. I got this. Ryoshu got this. We just gotta figure this shit out. So I'm guessing we're getting a battle now, huh? Yeah, we're getting a battle. Charm. Anything over here? Don't think so. 9.8 new enemy, 15 chapters. Very gentleman, I'm guessing. 5 turns, of course, because everyone's is better at the game than me. I don't really want you up here. Is there someone I could have up here better? I feel like you would benefit more for being in the background. But you would also be better being number 8. I could have you as 10. Nah, I think this is better. I think have you as 7, and then maybe we'll just have Sinclair somehow take a lot of damage, and then we'll immediately get him out of there. Ishmael, who has been following the route Alicia has mapped out, has stopped in her tracks.
이스마일 씨, 왜 그러세요?
Ishmael, what's the matter?
뭔가 의아해서요.
Something about to seem off.
이스가 지도를 보고 있는데 길을 잃을 리는 없고. 뭔데?
I don't suppose Ishi would ever read a map wrong, so what's the matter?
길은 잘 찾아가고 있는 중이에요. 다만
Yeah, we're heading the right way, but the thing
너무
is,
수월해서 문제죠.
this just seems too easy, and now you jinxed us and we got to fight something. What's wrong with that? Yeah, don't question it.
길을 떠올려 보세요. 다른 길들은 별의별 상태로 전부 막혀 있었어요.
Think back on the path we took to get here. Every route was crammed with all kinds of obstacles to discourage us from taking our detour.
좌측의 복지부서로 이어지는 통로는 폐쇄된 상태였고 우측의 통제실이 있는 방향은 잔해로 막혀 있었다.
So they really do have that. So is this really just a big Saul's movie? But in the game, the corridor on the left side of the welfare department was closed off. The one to the right side leading to the facility management room was blocked by debris.
마치 우리가 한 길로만 가도록.
It's as if they're crawling us down this route.
네, 마치 그쪽에서 풀어둔 미끼를 따라가고 있는 것 같아요.
I can't shake out the feeling that we're chasing after a bait hook on a fishing line.
뭐 그렇다고 해서 이곳으로 가는 거 이외의 방법은 없잖아.
Well, can't say we have much of an alternative, huh? Eh?
찝찝하지만 어쩌겠냐.
A bit dodgy, yeah, but nothing we can do about it.
각오는 해두어야겠구려.
Wise words, you saying always with the wise words. It would be wise to stand wary because you don't know if we're gonna get jumped by a fairy gentleman or something like that.
이것 좀 봐봐.
Hang on, Foul. Check this out.
환상체가 탈출한 흔적이 보이는군요.
These are traces of an escaped abnormality.
개체명은
Oh, it's Phelan.
요정입니다. 거울 던전에서 몇 차례 조우해본 환상체죠.
Also known as the Fey Lantern. We've encountered this abnormality more than once in the mirror dungeons.
그 나무 원본이 이거야?
Oh, that tree thing. So this was the original. We're finally getting that upscale. I believe it's hay in the mirror dungeon. I don't remember. I think it's hay. It's hay. I think it is just hay. I don't think Fey Lantern's the only abnormality that broke it free. Let's take them down and reduce them back to eggs. If they prey on any survivors who stumble here, that'll be real trouble. Okay, let's beat the fuck out of the Fey Lantern. It can't be that hard. Now it's his true... Actually, I guess we get to see his true power. Oh, his teeth. Those are fraud, but 2,000 HP. I don't believe there's going to be anything different about this fight. So we're gonna do this, and let me just actually see. So,
더
we're
처리할
gonna be
목이
using our
있다면.
skill 1. No, we're not gonna be using that skill. Are we gonna be using the skill 3 to get Bloodline Flame? I don't think so. Not this turn. I just had a whole bunch of voice crack. Actually, maybe this turn. No, not this turn. Use all our skill 2s first. Because I don't think we do that much damage to it in this form anyway. Or none at all. None of that matters because, you
이렇게
know,
박살 내버리는 거다.
they just broke that shit free anyway.
이제는 알겠지.
Okay, what am I dealing with here?
존재에게 걸리면 반드시 당한다.
Seems normal. Any unbreakable coins? You do have an unbreakable coin. Alright, so we're gonna do this here. I don't think this is a smart idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I don't fucking care. Okay, we'll do that. Let's see, we're gonna power guard that and power guard this skill too. That's not smart, actually. That's not smart. It'd be better on these two skills. And we're gonna have to try to block the AoEs somehow. And this is gonna hit Sinclair, but I don't think I actually care about that. Right, yeah, I don't care about that because I want Sinclair to get hit first anyway. So we'll do this and this.
흑수묘, 뜀박질.
Nice.
지 목을 떨궈주마.
That could have been real bad, but we clutched up. Ooh, okay. I believe this hard coin is new. I keep calling these shit hard coins, but that's what they are. I have never seen that skill ever. Nice block. And now, is this... Can this unclassable that? No, we can't. Alright, so we're going to be using... I guess we are going to be using our skill 3 here. Even though I don't think it's going to do much damage. Oh, that's bad, actually. Holy, that's actually bad. Wait, I got how do I get rid of this? Oh, I need to get rid of that somehow. Wait. That's actually bad. But at least we still got this to break it down. Hang on, what's going on with this thing? Wait, this doesn't feel like the same ending we ran to the mirror division. Oh god, it doesn't feel like the same ending. There's 2 turns and y'all all fucking fairy fine? If we are to delve deeper, it appears that the mirror ones we encountered, you know, we won the mirror. It appears to mirror the one that we encountered in the refraction railway. While Hohenheim does harbor some interest in this subject, why is he talking about him now? He's not here. He is not a great genius to turn the curiosity to reality. Why could this possibly be happening? Isn't it supposed to be unnerfed? Because I think the Mirror Dungeon one isn't even at its full power, and in the Refraction Railway is near its full power. Hold on, someone left this here. It seems to be a torn page note. It's covered in the fluorescent paint, so it'd be easier to spot. Whoever left it could have known that we were coming. It's possibly a note meant for the possible survivors. No reason not to read it. Observation records irregularities written by Moses, LCD on-site investigation reasoning team leader. Okay, wait, so Moses was here, or someone picked up her notes and put him here. The entity abruptly escaped a containment. The entity abruptly escaped this containment unit during the assault. Readers of this note should be warned that this entity shows more irregularities than the ones observed previously. Okay, let's keep reading this shit. When a high number of employees within the research facility were killed, Fate Lantern breached containment. Oh, it's the LobCorp logs. Under the LCE's abnormality control protocols, such escape was known to only occur when an employee has an innately low aptitude, exhibits a 2-bit level of what the fuck? Only when an animal with extremely low aptitude exhibits a attunement level exceeding 75% of the LCE's Eagle's Bay Lantern, or when the outcome of the magical work is determined to be above very good. The Fey Lantern, who escaped triggered by the depths around it, has deviated from its expected behavior habits, preying on charmed victims one by one, has instead begun consuming multiple targets all at once. Presumably, the entity must have realized that its food reserves were rapidly depleted. So, you're saying that this fucking monster thing is like, oh, my food's gone. I gotta start eating people that are normal now. After Ezra destroyed amending the bait, they killed someone. I don't know what Ezra did. After Ezra destroyed the luring unit twice, designated as Blue Fairy in the LCB observations log, the Fey Lantern's aggressiveness significantly increased, at the point where Ezra was no longer affected by his charm. Wait, so Ezra was charmed? Okay. I don't know how she still lived that. Based on these observations, I'll be able to establish a hypothesis that anyone who observes the Blue Fairy for at least 7 seconds and immediately destroys his head becomes immune to its influence. As this effect applies only to the individual who destroys it, the information may not be much use to most researchers. However, I shall leave this note here to be consulted should the need arise. Addendum. When the Fey Lantern identifies the only one word because of SP, by the way. When the Fey Lantern identified only a single individual, it did not attempt to charm them, and instead it appeared wary enough to simply watch them. Yet due to its limited sample size, further confirmation will be necessary. That's quite a bit of useful tips. Now, I think I got a rough idea how to deal with this thing. Alright, let's refer to this record of it until I try suppressing it again. Okay. Wait, so I have to understand that myself? So one person is gonna be untainted. Oh, well, we got this shit here. I don't think this was here before. Untroubled analysis. Oh, this is new. So people beat this in the first turn. The first 5 turns. I'm struggling. Okay. Sure, I guess. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a skill 3 here. Let's see. We're gonna favorite on that. Favorite on this. Favorite on this as well. And I believe this is command meltdown. So we're gonna use this on the skill 3. And we're gonna use this on here. No, I mean right here. And then you're gonna retreat. And then you're gonna retreat Sinclair, along with him getting a second hit off. Never mind, because that's not gonna work. Because yeah, I forgot that it got staggered. I completely forgot it got staggered, so I didn't even need to do all this work, all this shit. I probably wasted a turn because I staggered it. So let's see. Yeah, I wasted a whole bunch of damage. Yeah, people beat this in six turns. I guess I just suck. I guess I just suck. Yeah, I guess that's all that comes down to it, because I think it dies this turn. Or they're all just using the Faust gimmick, like little cheaters using the Faust passive just to spam skill 3s. And I'm not like that. It actually doesn't seem like you don't need to even do that. Yeah, if I didn't have that skill 3 pop, you know what? I get a free restart. I get a free restart. I want a 5-turn battle too. I'm salty now. So yeah, we'll do this. Holy tails hitters. Holy tails. Holy You don't get this. You don't. Nah. Ain't no way. Ain't no way that just happened.
저 해충들을 도려내라.
No heads hit.
무게감도 없고 멋도 없는 그 주먹.
No heads hit. Holy no heads hit. I feel like if we got heads more than once, this wouldn't be a problem.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
Actually, we still got it anyway. Gregor clutched up.
물러나라.
He clutched up and killed
네
him.
목숨은 아직 따로 쓸 곳이 있다.
5 turns. There we go. Now I feel better. I feel more confident. I feel more confident now. Didn't need to do that 3 times, but I feel like I had to for my pride.
또 한 줄 키를 남겼고.
All right, now we got a random Abno battle. Oh, not a random Abno battle. We got another. I guess another. I guess this is a random
그제야 알게 되겠지.
wayward, huh?
이 홍로가
Wait.
뭘 바꾼?
Are we talking about wayward passenger? Oh, we're about to fight this thing left. Well, yeah, we are. Okay. Okay. So it's actually funny that we're getting the abnormalities as just regular battle encounters now. We're that powerful. Okay, that is actually fun. That is actually pretty nice. Let me see how long people beat this one. 5 turns. Yeah, this is gonna be a real ego boost. This is gonna be a real ego boost.
내 명을 들은
I'm sorry to see it now.
결집이다.
You can compare clear rates.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠고.
6 turns, huh? These motherfuckers get this shit done in 6 turns. 6 turns. That took me 9. I feel mid. I feel wholly mid right now because of that. Oh,
오늘 부끄럽지
ego
않았습니다.
negated, bro. Ego
의를
fucking
바로 세우는
deflated
걸
because of this shit.
내일은 더
Maybe
떳떳이
so. Wait,
살아갈
maybe
수
someone else has
있거든요.
9. Maybe at least we got these guys. This person got. This one got. First person got 10. So, hey, what kind of team is? I don't know what kind of team this is, but clearly it works. It fucking works. All right, I fucking backed out. Goddamn. Clearly it worked, and now we got our 10th Abno. So we're actually speeding hella quick through this intervallo. I mean, yeah, I guess not intervallo. This battle for this getting all these Abno fights. Let's see, dealt 6 turns, huh? Roots, ebony stem. Okay, this one should be a lot easier to deal with. This one should be the easiest to deal with out of the 3. Ebony stem.
찜박질 시간.
I should probably. There's probably like some symbolism between the naming of the chapters and the animals we're fighting.
이 안정감 있고 부드럽게
But
잡히는
holy upscale the wall. 6 coin power. Alright.
이런 푹신한
I don't feel like we have
풀리는
anything
일이야.
different about you. No unbreakables. We're starting off strong. Okay, we're starting off strong. Holy, we're gonna beat your ass. Ooh, that fucking hurt a lot. Well, it's a good thing I'm instantly taking you out off the battlefield.
무용하군요.
I don't know who even got that down. I don't know why it's only 1.
쓰러졌다고 죄의 대가를 치르지 않을
Anyways,
거라서
though, yeah, Sinclair, get your ass off the battlefield. You're gone. You're gone with that. Okay, let's see. No one can even activate the haste off that. So who is going to hit this next? I guess I want Gregor because he doesn't have a skill 3 coming up next turn. So we'll let him hit that body part and just get poised the fuck. And everyone else, you struggle on that foot. Yeah, I did dodgeball on that fucking foot, didn't I?
네 목숨은 아직 따로 쓸 곳이
창부에 적힌 놈들은 벌써
Alright,
기가
next person, we're
우리
gonna
중지가 엄지처럼 엄격한 것.
block that
엄지처럼
thing.
이해할 수 없는 걸 요구하는
Right
것도
here.
아닌데 말이지.
Dominating on this. Definitely gonna need to block that. The audacity seems different. I'll remember the audacity. Okay, when max 4. Did I get punished for hitting that body part? Let me see. How does one get the audacity? Dang, if this person has roots, so I should have got rid of the roots faster, but It's almost broken anyway. So
좋아.
oh wait a minute.
내버리는 거다.
Wait, did you just win? Holy, she fucking won. She fucking cracked that shit out. That was nice. Super fucking nice there. Also super nice on that as well. Unfortunately, we're not breaking that part, and we're about to take infinite damage from this unbreakable coins because for some reason that's just how it works. So now Dragon's gone. We got eight fragile, or is that just on different body parts? So it goes 2 fragile. Okay, we could destroy the right stem. What the hell just happened? We just got rooted? Okay, so fruit is up now. And we get rupture count on unopposed attack. And since you're 11, that's gonna be neutral. And you're gonna keep our count up. This, however, I believe is not neutral. So this is gonna just fuck my shit up anyway. So we're gonna use the 1 coin instead. Right? Because this is neutral. But only if it's hitting. I believe it. Is it not on count? It is not on count. And this will give us count on this, but if we have this up, we'll get defense power up instead. Right? And this will give you Strider, and this gives us no count. Never mind. This gives us count though. Let's see. Okay, I'm hoping this is how this works, and everything else is gonna be fine. Neutral, right? Yeah, neutral. Actually, we don't even need to do that. Then we don't even need to do that. We'll do that here. Wow. Oh, that was even supposed to do what I was supposed to do. And we'll clash that. Might not be worth it, might be worth. And this is negative, so I'll go over here. Okay. I think I have rupture set up perfectly.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
Holy shit. I think we cooked. Yeah, we definitely cooked. And we're getting it on 7 turns. I think 6 was the lowest turn count, but I think we damage rate here and we just win. Yeah, we just win. We just win with rupture winning. Thank you. Black flash that low Paulo, fucking low fucking graphic PNG there. Huh. So that was 7 or 6 turns, right? So I feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit better after that. Yeah, after that fucking scuffle with this guy. And over here, let me check the clear status. You don't care. You don't care. The point I did it again. The point is I did it good. I did it good as well. So let's see. So we got Charm, Wayward, Doubt. I guess that's just what those abnormalities represent. And now we got the Entangled Fate is finally getting into another story chapter. 1 hour and 40 minutes in, huh? Crazy.
이쪽인 것 같아요.
I think this is the way. Okay.
이곳에만
What did I
불이
do on the
들어와
ground there?
있네요. 방송 섹터라고 적혀 있어요.
Looks like you took the nicest shit ever. Why did I say that? Whatever. This is the only area where the lights are on. It says broadcast center on air too, so someone's in there.
여기로 오는 게 맞는 선택이었겠지?
Can someone tell me coming here was the right decision, right?
방송 섹터로
Hell
향하는
no.
길 이외에는 전부 막혀 있었다고 보아도 무방하다.
All the other routes were blocked off save for the one leading to this sector.
이러나 저러나 여기로 올 수밖에 없었던 거구만.
Looks like we'd end up here one way or another. It's hard to see anything when it's so dark.
전력은 대부분 끊겨 있는
Yep.
상태라 문이 잠겨 있진 않을 거예요.
With most of the power down, the doors shouldn't be locked.
멈춰.
Stop. Mancha. I don't know who this person is.
한 발짝이라도 더 접근하면 즉시 무력으로 대응할 거야.
Oh, it has to be yeah, it has to be one of our guys, because there's no way it's not it's the spiders. It doesn't really sound that threatening. Take another step closer, or you'll be forcing our hand. A familiar voice boomed from the loudspeaker. I don't believe this is familiar to me at all. This is not familiar. I don't remember who this is. Yeah, that's not familiar to me at all. Sade's not here. Alicia's back there. I don't remember if there's any girl characters that are still alive.
이 앞에는 보안용 지뢰가 잔뜩 설치되어 있어. 만약 그걸 뚫고 들어온다고 해도 이 안에 있는 인원을 상대해야 할걸? 이쪽은 전부 전투 수행이 가능한 사람뿐이야.
Is this supposed to be familiar? I don't think anyone's alive. I don't think there's a character alive that in limbuscompany that we know. Right? There's no way. There's no way. The entire area is landed with security landmines. Even if you somehow manage to get past the minefield, you'll have to face the rest of us. I'm warning every one of us here is combat ready.
만약 자신 있다고 해도 우리에겐 자폭 장치도 있어. 초소형 미세 톱니들이 박혀 있는.
Oh wait. It might be Ezra. Wait, it's okay. Now I'm thinking about it. It might be Ezra because I don't think it's Moses. I don't remember hearing Ezra that often, so it's probably most likely, indubitably, Ezra. Yeah, now because I did really a little bit. So it is Ezra. So it is Ezra. I was like, this person is yapping a bit, and they're like yapping in a very unique yap session. I wonder if it's Ezra. Let me just go back and see. It is Ezra. Okay. And if you think you're stronger than us, we have our self-destruct devices. Bomb filled with super mini salt teeth shrapnel.
잠깐, 이건 뭐라고 적힌 거야? 뭐? 나보다 악필이 심한 사람은 처음 보네.
Hold on a sec. What's this supposed to say? The ball? What the heck? I thought my handwriting was bad. Oh, now that's the black guy. That's the black guy. I remembered his name just to forget it. Just to forget it. I remember his name. I remember I got his name for first try. Moses, not Moses. Damn, I forgot his name. I know it's him though. Throwing this bomb will result in an explosion that covers a 100-meter radius zone from the detonation point.
야, 그런 폭탄은 금기 위반이라 말이 안 되잖아. 좀 그럴듯하게 적어대.
Hey, that's a taboo violation, you know. At least try to come up with something that's actually convincing.
아무튼 무너진 시설에 우리랑 사이좋게 깔리고 싶은 게 아니라면 당장 돌아가.
Anyways, turn around and walk away right now, or we're gonna bury all of you under this facility. We can hear everything, you know. I see. We know Sinclair.
폭탄은 거짓일 가능성이 높습니다. 폭발물에 해당하는 모든 폭탄은 머리가 규정한 바에 따라 반드시 무언가에 설치되어야 하기에.
It's highly probable that the bomb is a bluff. Any bomb that falls under the category of explosives must be planted on an object or a surface per the rules set by the head. Isn't that how bombs are usually placed? How would bombs not be placed? I guess you can't use RPGs. You can't get an RPG and explode something because it's not placed. Unless it's melted to the ground. Because technically it would be usable.
범위도 터무니없어. 그만한 반경을 일순 폭발시키는 것은 많은 규제와 협약을 위반할 테지.
And the boast of the blast beggars believes such a wide radius is sure to break the bounty bands and bounds. The bounty of bands and bounds.
그래도 보안용 지뢰는 진짜야. 더 다가오면 과출력된 전기가 너희를 순식간에 지져버릴걸.
Wait, did she also hear us? Sure, but I wasn't bluffing about the landmines. Take one more step forward and bolts of overcharged electricity will barbecue you. As the voice behind the microphone began to grow increasingly irritated, it also even became even more familiar. I was pretty sure I heard this somewhere before.
알리사 씨 말에 따르면 이 부근에 호에나임 그 양반이 있을 거라 했는데.
According to Elysia, Hohenheim should be here around here.
잠깐. 방금 알리사라고 했나?
Wait, did you say Elysia?
이 목소리 착각이 아닌 듯하군요.
That voice. It seems like we're not mistaken. Now I certainly recognize this voice.
그다지 반갑지 않은 그 목소리로 미루어 보건대.
Hey. A rather unwelcoming voice. So this one has to be Hohenheim. So let me go check. It was Hohenheim before. Let me just make sure. Yeah, there was the other guy before. I do it. I finally called it. This voice is what I would rather not welcome tells me
이곳에 들여보내도 무방한 이들은 많네.
that these individuals are going to be let through.
그다지 반갑지 않은 목소리가 들리는 걸 봐서는 저희가 접근해도 무방한 이들 같군요.
The voice that Faust would rather not welcome tells Faust that these individuals are good to be approached. A heavy thunk, then we get to see Ezra. The doors of the broadcast center inched open, but before you can even take a proper look inside, at the people holed up within.
아 뭐야? 너희들이었어? 진작에 말하지.
Well, you guys, you should have told us sooner.
나 기억나지?
Hey, Ezra, damn, you're fucking tall. Damn, you're tall. Holy tallness. What the fuck? Remember me?
에즈라 씨.
Look at the height difference between you and Sinclair. Oh, it's Miss Ezra. We came face to face with Ezra, who video called us with a plethora of information on the blood fiends prior to our mission to La Mancha land.
라만차랜드에서 대활약을 해냈다면서?
Heard you say the day in La Mancha land.
역시 우리가 도움을 준 덕분이지. 아, 그래서 그 너희 중에 있다던 그 무진장 센 혈기는 누구야?
Why she got the Catherine face or Kathy face? What the fuck? And all this to yours truly. I bet. So care to tell me which one of the blood fiend extraordinaires, which one's the blood fiend extraordinaire on your team?
네? 아, 그건.
Huh? What? Oh well, that's Dr.
안보이세는 나중에
Holiday.
나누도록 하지, 얘들아.
Oh, Moses is also here. Hey, Moses. Oh, that's neat. That's nice. Damn. This is just Yising too. I like Moses. I like Moses. Yeah, I only read like 5 chapters, but I like Moses. She's second Yising to me. Why don't we just skip the pleasantries for now, Ezra? The next person to show up was Moses. I saw her in a video call too. The team leader at the LCD, if memory serves correctly.
아까 폭탄이 어쩌고 하면서 온갖 협박을 한 게 당신이었어요?
Were you the one who threatened us with that nonsense about bombs, Ezra?
어쩔 수 없었잖아. 이 근방에 남은 사람은 우리 말고는 없을 거라고 생각했는데 갑자기 10명 되는 인원들이 떼거지로 몰려오는 소리가 들리니까 봐! 저쪽 화면은 나오지도 않는다고. 다 망가뜨려놨는지.
I mean, what other choice did I have? We're starting to believe that we're the only survivors out here, and then bam! A dozen or so footsteps come rushing to our sector out of nowhere. We couldn't even check who you guys were because the screens were all busted. Ezra gestured towards the blank surveillance screens in the broadcast sector with her chin.
참고로 저기 무지하게 똑똑하다는 양반이 카메라를 복구시키는 중이래. 전력이 차단되어서 시간이 좀 걸릴 거라나.
For your information, Mr. G is over there is trying to fix the security cameras. He said it's gonna take a while with the power outages, though.
좋은 일로 엮일 거라는 예상은 안 했지만 자네들과 이런 식으로 제외하게 될 줄도 몰랐네.
Hello, Hohenheim. You seem to be taking this quite well, despite what happened at LobCorp. This should be like a LobCorp 2.0 for you. I didn't expect our paths to cross again for anything good, but I certainly never pictured it happening like this. Underneath the array of monitors Ezra pointed, we found Hohenheim looking even more haggard than we remembered. He who gave us a faint, unwelcoming nod as he fiddled and tangled the power circuits.
안녕하세요. 다치신 분은 보이지 않아서 다행입니다.
Martin. Hello, I'm relieved to see that you guys aren't any injured amongst you. Or whatever. We never get English right here. Martin stepped forth and greeted us offered us a greeting Hohenheim chose to skip.
그건 그렇고 알리사가 우리의 위치를 알려줬다 했나. 같이 데리고 오지 못한 거 보니 치명상이거나 이미 사망했겠군.
I know you care deeply. I know you care about your guys. You don't need to hide that. Well, you have bags under your eyes. I had to fucking jump up to close up to my screen just to check. But we know, we know you care. Yeah, shit's bad out here. We got this stuff. In any case, you say it was Alicia who let you know of our location, If she's not with you, then she must either be gravely wounded or already dead.
치명상이에요. 하지만 살릴 수 있는 방법은 물색 중이에요.
She's badly hurt, yeah, but we're searching for a way to help her. Ishmael gave Hohenheim a balanced look as though she was taken aback by his cold certainty regarding his own subordinate fate.
물색이라 마치 보물 찾기 놀이라도 하는 듯이 말하는군.
Searching, You talk as if you're playing a game of scavenger hunt.
차라리 숨을 끊어주고 오는 게 알리사에게 더 도움이 되었을 수도 있었겠어.
It might have been better to end her misery there and then. Okay, Hohenheim, you chill the fuck out for a little bit. I know you clack your glasses, but we got this.
무슨 우리가 여태껏 해온 걸 보고도 모르겠냐? 가망이 없는 것도 아닌데 쉽게 포기하지 말라고.
What? Have you seen how we handle things? She still's got a shot, so don't be so quick to throw in the towel.
이해해 주세요. 침입자 중 몇몇은 사람에게 고통을 가하는 걸 즐기는 것 같아 더 경계하시는 거니.
Please don't misunderstand. Some of these assailants seem to enjoy torturing their victims. The ring. That's what keeping our boss on edge. We need to wipe out the ring.
습격이 시작된 시각에 실험실 근처에 있었습니다. 돌아다니는 직원들은 많이 없었고 이곳 방송 섹터와 가까웠죠.
Boss and I were near the laboratory when the attack started. There weren't many employees around, and the broadcast sector happened to be close by.
당시 그런 이유로 사지 멀쩡하게 이곳까지 도망칠 수 있었을 뿐인데.
It's probably the only reason why we're able to find cover here in one piece.
알리사 군은 잘 견뎌내주고 있을 걸세.
Verily, young Alicia shall persevere steadily fast.
우리가 약속했네. 돌아가서 구해주겠다고.
We have vowed to return and deliver her from death.
감사해요. 알리사도 믿고 있을 거예요.
Thank you. I'm sure Alicia is hanging on to your promise.
잠깐. 훈훈한 와중에 미안한데 너희가 왔다는 건 그 특색도 여기로 오고 있다는 거 맞지?
I'm sorry to break up this touching moment, but if you're here, that clear fixture should be on his way too, right?
지금
He's
어디
busy.
있어? 벌써 습격한 놈들을 찾으러 갔으려나?
Where the heck is he now? I wonder if he's already off to find attackers. Now he's trying to get he's trying to get Charon back. Now that I think about it, did we even see Charon's model? We probably did. I just forgot. I don't think Charon said a single fucking word. And she was probably knocked out. That's right. Moses, who has been staring at Otis since we came in here, turned her gaze towards Ezra. I feel like if I read the story of Texas, I'm gonna learn about Otis.
막내가 없어도 승산이 충분하지 않을까요?
Really need to get my ass on that. Team leader, if we regroup with the right gaze, I think we should have more than enough time of a fight chance, even without our baby B.
그래. 하지만
붉은 시선은 이곳에 같이 오지 못한 것 같군.
Yes, but it would appear that the red gaze is not here with them.
다른 이유를 말할 필요도 없이 저들의 표정만 봐도 알겠어.
Just the look on their faces alone is enough to confirm that.
뭐? 아니 왜 너희만 온 건데?
What? What the heck are you peeps doing out here around them? God damn, we got this. We're limbuscompany. We're the bus. We're bus team. Why? Wait, I just realized something. Why do you... So, Moses has that patch on her arm. Well, she doesn't wear the arm sleeve. And so it's just in the back corner. Okay. Not fashion a choice, I guess. Angela's face immediately soured the moment she realized Virgilius was with us. Her voice crashed over us like a host shrieking at an uninvited guest barging into our home.
저희만 오고 싶어서 온 게 아니거든요.
It's not like we came here on our own because we wanted to.
길잡이 양반은 발목에 붙잡혔어. 료슈 말로는 거미집의 엄지아비라고 불리는 자였는데.
Guide buds held up by another assailant. Ryoshu said she's called dumb nurse farter. You know, would it be nurse mother? But it's father. I don't know why it's like that. From the House of Spiders.
연구소를 급습한 자들처럼 상당한 무력을 갖추고 있었겠지.
And probably a tough adversary too, just like those who are assaulting the facility.
무시할 수 없을 만큼 출중한 기량을 가진 자였다.
Her combat prowess is not to be underestimated.
아르고스 부대의 에우리알로스와 비교하면 어떻지?
How is she compared to the Aurealis of the Argos? You know, you lords dropping some older shit. We're not ready. We're not ready, Moses.
큰 차이는 없을.
What the hell? Aurealis of the Argos unit. Well, around the same level, I would say.
잠깐. 네놈 그 부대와 이름을 안다는 건.
Wait, if you know those names, that means Moses didn't grace Otis for a reply. Instead, she closed her eyes, simply lost in a brief reverie. And soon returned to the subject at hand as if she was done sorting out her thoughts.
그자가 인질로 붙잡혔나?
Yes, Charon, is she taking tosses? Yep. She is fucking horrified right now.
네? 그걸 어떻게?
Huh? How do you know that?
습격자를 단수로 서술하더군. 생략한 걸 수도 있지만 그렇다 해도 소수의 인원이었을 거다.
Okay, like Yagami type, not like an L type shit with this deduction skill. You mentioned the attackers is singular. Perhaps just a slip of the tongue, but I suspect it was a single enemy, if not a small number.
그리고 운전기사를 데려오지 않았음에도 너희는 붉은 시선이 습격자를 해치우고 곧 올 것이라는 말도 믿음도 내보이지 않았지.
Furthermore, despite coming here without the bus driver, none of you seem particularly convinced that the Red Gaze would be able to quickly dispatch the assailant and join you. Okay, L.
팀장님은 딱 보면 거의 다 알아채신다고.
Give it to our team leader. Just one look enough is enough for her to figure it all out.
그런데 너희 오면서 마주친 사람은 없었어?
Anywho, did you happen to encounter anyone on your way here?
다행히 죄종들이나 인형들 외에는 없었어. 잠깐, 저희도 질문 좀 할게요.
Just some particular and mannequins. What? Mannequins? Actual mannequins? Is that how you spell mannequins? I don't think so. Wait a minute. Why don't we get to ask the questions? Israel barely managed to wrestle control of the conversation amidst the barrage of questions.
두 분은 LCD 부서잖아요. 왜 LCE 부서가 있는 본사에 와 계신 거죠?
You're both from the LCD. What are you doing here in the HQ where the LCE is?
아, 그건 말이지.
Well, about that.
오늘 LCE 부서에서 중요한 성과 발표회가 예정된 날이었거든.
The LCE was supposed to make an important progress report today.
무지하게 중요한 발표니까 필수 참석이라는 공지가 하루에 몇 개씩이나 날아오던지. 그쵸 팀장님, 우리도 무지하게 바쁜 부서라는 건 다들 잊어버렸나 봐.
apparently it's a really important presentation too. We've been receiving billions of reminders about how mandatory attendance events, how it's a mandatory attendance event and everything, right, team leader? It feels like everyone was overlooking just how really busy our department is.
딴지 걸어서 미안하지만 그건 무지하게 중요한 발표가 맞았네.
Sorry to borrow your wording, but it is indeed a really important presentation.
그래, 그쪽 성과가 중요한 건 잘 알겠는데 우리 부서도 무지하게.
Man, Ezra having a field day over here. Yeah, maybe for you, but our department is also really. Hang on, you guys can't hear me, but I don't think this is the crux of the matter now.
발표는 결국 시작되지도 못했으니 우리로서는 그 중요도를 가늠할 수 없겠지.
The presentation did not happen. As such, we're unable to assess the importance of it at the moment.
결론적으로는 그러한 행사로 인해 우리 팀원들이 이곳 LC 부서로 모였던 거다.
Whatever the case is, the event was required. Was what required us LCD members to be present here at the LCE department.
그리고 소개할 인원이 있다. LCD에 들어온 새로운 팀원이지.
And there's one more thing. Allow me to introduce the newest addition to the LCD.
우리 부서도 이제
Okay.
규모가 커졌다 이 말이야.
Yeah, our team is growing in size. Take that.
자네들과 구면이라 들었다만.
I was told you met before. Okay, so now this is someone that we do know. Who could it be? Can't be Pilot. Would it be the bitch from the before team? It's possible it could be her. A familiar silhouette stepped forward from the opposite side. Someone who we did not expect to see is to expect to encounter here of all places.
그대들과의 조우가 항상 이런 난전 속이란 강령하셨는가?
Ongdu! It's Ongdu! Hello! She's here, she's fine! Don't leave the area! Don't be here! I changed my mind in a split second. It's not a good thing you're not here. Please go away. Please go. Well, you can't leave now. Stay here and be safe. Never mind. I regret that we must always meet in the midst of plights such as this. I trust you have been well.
앵두 씨, 오랜만이네요.
Miss Ongdu, it's been too long.
김 작가님은 아직 회복 중이신가요?
Is Mr. Bam who had a Kim still in recovery?
우두께서는 육신이 아문 지 오래이나 마음이 맑아지기까지 시간이 걸리는 것 같더군. 내 기다리는 수밖에.
Yeah, I like how they just strapped an armband on you and just called it a day. That's your new work outfit. My mentor's flesh is as long since healed, but it'll take some time until his mind regains his former tranquility. However, longer to wait, endure I must.
머지않아 좋아지실 거야. 그때까진 내가 그때 저지른 과오를 묵묵히 속죄할 뿐.
I have faith that he will recover in due time. Until then, in silence I shall atone for the transgressions I have committed. Well, it's nice to see you here. That's nice. So they are in this facility or at least nearby or something like that. Ongdu appeared to be referred to how she ran Bamboo Cat and Kim through with her sword under the monolith distorting influence.
그래도 LCD 팀에 합류해서 잘 적응하고 계시는
So-
것 같아 다행이네요.
So we be out here to recruit distortions, huh? This lays up to more possibilities. I thought that was gonna be I did have this fear dream of Bamboo had to kill. I just fucking call him Kim. I did have some fear dreams of Kim joining the Limbus company and having his own team where they're like the before team and they go in and they clear out things better because they're stronger and know how to fight better. And now it's possible. It is a lot more possible now that we know that Ongdu's here working for Limbus company as well. Still, I'm glad to see you're adjusting to life at the LCD. It's good too, because now she has a place to stay because she was always on the run because of bullshit play lineage. So that's nice. Sinclair caught the shadows flickering across Ongdu's face and swiftly stepped up to lighten the mood.
의탁하고 있는 신세지. 우리에겐 돌아갈 곳이 마땅히 남아 있지 않으니.
I would say that was taken in, but I'm deeply grateful regardless. My mentor and I have nowhere to call home.
하지만 언젠가는 반드시
But,
모두와 함께
but someday we will
에스사로 돌아갈 것이야.
return to S-Corp together.
저쪽도 섞이기 위해 고군분투를 하고 있나 보네요.
Looks like she's trying her best to fit in too.
어딜 가나 처음 적응해가는 건 힘든 법이지.
It's always hard to get settled in no matter where you start from.
이곳의 인원끼리는 얼추 안면을 틔운 것 같으니
Now that we're all acquainted with one another,
빠르게 다음으로 넘어가도록 할까.
let's move on to the issue at hand. Alright? We're going to move on to the issue at hand, except we're probably not going to be able to do this in this part. It is 12, I'm assuming. No, it's 11. So 12, and then we'll have 3 more, I'm assuming. Or, well, we'll have 50 at the minimum, I think. So I guess we'll do 1 more. I think this is gonna be shorter than usual though, because a lot of this was just doing these battles and retrying them because I didn't like my turn count, and I think I'm over it. Though, so we'll be fine. So we got number 12, a distinct objective. All right, and we'll do this one, then we'll end it off. And I'm assuming the last
지금
part will
필요한
be
것은 정보고요.
tomorrow.
그리고 그것을 기반으로
I mean, not tomorrow. We'll be in the last parts. The first order of business is intelligence sharing and deductive reasoning based on the available information.
나와 팀원들은 발표실로 향하는
Ooh, map.
통로에서 습격을 당했지.
limbuscompany. My team and I were attacked in the hallway connected to the conference hall.
그놈은 그냥 단도직입적으로 말할게. 엄청 강했어.
That guy was I'll be straight with you guys, super duper strong.
말벌 그 자식이 자리만 안 비웠어도 한번 붙어보긴 했을 텐데.
Oh, this is my ground. There's only Hornet, that dumbass were here. Hornet.
말벌이라 하면
By Hornet, you're referring to.
우리 막내인데 진짜 세긴 하거든. 얼마나 세냐면
I think I remember hearing about him in like the 5th chapter where Moses gets visited by him. If it's that character, I don't remember his name though. That Juju of our team, but he's really strong. So strong that
내가 예전에 말이야. 그 뭐였지? 빵이었던 것 같은데 아무튼 그걸 먹으려고 접시에 덜어놨는데 말벌 그 자식이 아니 잠깐 등 돌렸는데 그대로 집어먹은 거야.
What? I've got it. There was a time where I was what was it again? Some kind of pastry, I think. Anywho, I got me some bread to snack on later. In a split second, my back was turned. Hornet, that asshole, swiped it right off my plate.
확 열이 받아서 그대로 명치에 주먹을 팍 꽂았지. 먹은 거 뱉어내라고. 근데 그냥 이러더니 아무렇지도 않게 빵을 꿀떡 삼키는 거 있지? 이게 말이 되는 맷집이야?
I got so pissed off that I punched him in the right of the solar plexus and got a right of the solar plexus. We got the right ground to get the cough it up, and he was like just went and he just went like oof. It swallowed my bread anyway. Like, does that make any sense to you guys?
잘은 모르겠지만 강하신가 보네요.
Yeah, maybe watch this guy be color fixer, and that's how she just explains it. Color fixer level. Oh yeah, I guess that's what makes him strong. Although Ezra's anecdote wasn't very illuminating, none of us bothered to ask any sort of clarification, and it seems the only way to get the objective measure of Horner's strength was to let her punch us in the solar plexus as well. That's right, and no one wants that to happen.
그래서 그분은 지금 어디 계시는데요?
So, what's this Hornet up to now? Ishmael peeked around the ground as though she was expecting him to pop out the high spot like in the broadcast center.
그게 말이지. 아마 들으면 깜짝 놀랄걸? 무려
Oh, you're gonna lose your mind when you hear this. Listen up. What is he's
Ezra.
Not yet, Ezra. Not yet.
무려 비밀이야. 아직 기밀 사항이거든.
Up to is a secret. It's classified stuff. Ezra trailed off awkwardly.
나는 관찰과 추리를 통해 적을 파악하는 편이다.
I tend to analyze my enemies with observations and deductions.
어떤 무기를 쓰는지, 어떤 방식을 선호하는지, 사력을 즐기는지 피하는지, 어떤 마음가짐으로 전투에 임하는지에 대한 모든 색깔을.
I try to identify their unique colors, the kinds of weapons they use, their methodologies, whether they enjoy the slaughter or avoid it, their attitudes towards battle, and all of it.
이를 파고들면 반격할 수 있는 적절한 시점을 알게 되며 약점을 짐작할 수 있게 되지. 그런 식으로 얼추 길을 열 수 있으니.
Once I have that, I get an idea of where to begin my counterattack, or what kinds of weaknesses of theirs I can exploit, and that's how I usually open my path forward.
하지만 그자는
But he just aura farmed in front of him, up front of her, and she couldn't do a damn thing about it. Moses inhaled sharply as though she missed her smoky pipe, which was nowhere to be seen at the moment.
모든 것이 난잡해 어떠한 패턴도 읽을 수 없었다.
Was chaotic. I could not identify a single pattern in his behavior. Damn.
그놈은 껍데기다.
He is an empty shell.
사람을 죽일 때 어떠한 감정도 담겨 있지 않지.
His act of killing lacks any emotional touch.
그러니 무엇도 읽을 수 없었을 거다.
And that is why you couldn't get a read on him.
반대로 너는 너무나 선명해 보이는군.
On the other hand, you appear so clearly to me. Like what? Like, oh yeah, I forgot Moses see. I see Moses see people as distortions. So what happened?
어지간히도 뭔가를 베고 싶은 건가?
You seem so anxious to cut something down. Is that correct?
산산조각 났지만 그 파편 하나하나가 예리하고 투명하니
Shattered katana.
마치 수많은 칼날이 되었어.
You're broken, shattered, but every shard is keen and transparent, like a hail of small blades.
끊어내고 싶으면서도 끊어낼 수 없어서 더 가련해 보이는 유리와 같은 검.
A glass-like sword with many edges, so fragile with its futile wish to sever whatever it cannot be severed.
그 상처투성이 손에는 무얼 그렇게 쥐고 있는 거지?
What is it that you grasp so tightly in that scabbard hands of yours?
너 이 새끼.
Well, damn.
멋대로 뭘 보고 있는 거냐?
Little shit. What are you peeking into?
팀장님한테 호칭이 지금.
Hey, don't talk to our team leader like. Just as Edge was about to give her a stern warning, Hohenheim stepped in and changed the subject.
덧붙이자면 나와 여기 있는 마트는 실험실 앞에 있었네.
To add to that, Martin here and I were in front of the laboratory when it occurred.
처음 시작은 바람 소리였지. 아주 거대한 것이 공기를 타고 날아오는 소리가 들렸네. 정교한 기계들과 격리실이 즐비해 있는 이 부서에서는 들려서는 안 될 소리였지.
What the hell, Moses? I'm still thinking, what the fuck did Moses see in Yoshi? What the hell did that happen? The climax of the part 1, I think that is coming very soon. Hopefully I get that in the third part. Hopefully I get that in the third part. I'm hoping, I'm praying. After at first it began with the sounds of rushing winds, something large and heavy cleaving through the air. The kind of sound that should never expect from a department like ours, so full of delicate machinery and containment units.
제 바로 앞이었습니다.
Oh, what the fuck? It's a ferry.
걷고 있었던 직원의 허리가 두동강이 났는데.
It appeared right before my eyes. Something snapped the employee who was walking on the step ahead of me in half.
순간적으로 그런 생각이 들었죠. 환상체가 탈출한 걸까?
And the first thing that came to mind was, did an abnormality break containment?
하지만 정말 격리실에서 탈출이 일어난 것이었다면 경고음이 울려야 했죠.
But if such was the case, the alarm should have gone off.
알리사 씨가 말해준 것과 동일하네요.
So far, this tracks with what Miss Alicia told us.
어떠한 전조 증상도 없이 습격이 일어났다고.
He said there wasn't any warning at all before the attack.
자세히 보니 그건 환상체도 죄종도 뒤틀림도 아니고 거대한 칼집이었죠.
Once I got a better look at what it was, I realized it was neither an abnormality particular nor distortion. It was a massive scabbard.
그리고 칼집이 날아온 방향에는 칼집을 던진 것으로 추측되는 자가 태어난 표정으로.
A massive scabbard? Huh. When I looked towards where the scabbard came from, there stood a man presumably threw the weapon.
책을 읽고 있었습니다.
reading a book like he was out on a troll.
그 책은
And that book was
마티아스. 그놈의 안가품 장부겠군.
that's the middle nigga. That's the middle guy. Middle guy. He threw a what? Mantis. He must have been reading his book of vengeance. He threw a giant ass sword. A book of vengeance for what?
범지에 중지라.
A sword with the middle? First the thumb, now the middle.
수초 동안 멍하니 보고 있었는데 팀장님이 저를 잡아 끌었습니다.
I started him still processing what just happened when my boss grabbed my arm and started running. Oh, running away from the middle? That's a paddling. Rip your legs off.
뒤를 다시 돌아보지는 못했어요. 수십 명이 비명을 지르는 소리가 들렸지만
I couldn't look back, but I heard screamings from dozens of people. But
필요 이상으로 설명이 길군 자네는.
you seem to be fond of recounting unnecessary details.
이곳 방송 섹터 안까지 들어온 이후에서야 알리사 생각이 났어요.
Only after arriving here at the broadcast center did I remember Alicia was still out there.
목숨이 위급할 때 뇌는 생존을 위해 최소한의 정보만 전달하네. 당연한 증상이지.
When one's life is at risk, the brain instinctively reduces a process of information to the bare minimum required for survival. It is only natural.
하지만 그 연구 계획서를 마지막으로 관리하던 건 저였으니까요, 팀장님.
But I was the last person who handled the research proposal, boss.
알리사도 원래는 발표실에 있었어야 했어요. 저희랑 같이요.
Alicia should have been here at the conference hall too, with us. We got her. She's not gone yet.
있잖아. 그런 걸 일일이 따지다가는 진짜 남아 있는 게 없을 것 같거든.
Hey, listen, if you want to take a look back and nitpick every little deep thing you did in the past, we're gonna be here forever.
너무 뻔한 위로 같긴 하지만 앞으로 무엇을 할 수 있을지부터 생각해도 늦지 않아.
I know this might sound like a bit of an empty platitude, but focus on what we can do right now. What we're gonna do moving going forward. Okay? You have time to regrets later.
아, 그렇네요.
Yeah, you do. I do suppose so,
저희
man.
팀장님을 한 차례 구해주시기까지 했는데 다른 사람도 아니고 제가 여러분들을 못 믿어서는 안 되겠죠.
You did say my boss once, so it's only right that I should have more faith in you people than anyone else.
그 또한 실험의 일환이었다고 반박하고 싶지만 시간이 없으니 넘어가도록 하지.
I would like to clarify that the saving was a part of the experiment, but given the urgency, I'll forego a more detailed explanation.
각자의 상황 설명은 끝난 것 같으니 지금까지 확인된 정보를 공유해 보도록 할까.
Looks like we're all caught up then. Good. Now let's share what we know. Alright. Moses began laying out the situation with the expertise befitting of the leader of the LCD.
오늘 이곳 본사 지하에 있는 LC의 부서에 침입자들이 습격하였다.
Yeah, I have no idea what these numbers mean. Today, intruders attacked the LC department situated in the basement of the HQ.
LC 전 구역이 통제불능이 되었고 이것을 제외한 모든 섹터가
Damn.
각각 하나 혹은 둘의 습격자에 의해 무력화되었지.
We lost control of the entire LCE facility, save for our current location. Every sector has been neutralized by a single or a pair of intruders.
정상적인 의사소통이 가능할 정도로 생존해 있는 인원은 이곳에
Damn.
모인 숫자가 전부.
Imagine waking up one day and the syndicate and not the figures decide to become of the head for like whatever the fucking reason is for a random research facility people or a random business. Any survivors whose conscious enough to communicate properly is already here.
그 이후에는 격리실까지 강제 개방되어
Man.
밖은 더욱 혼란스러운 상태고.
After the attack, every containment unit was also forcibly unlocked, adding even more fuel to the fire.
사면 초가요. 발 디딜 곳을 찾는 일은 어디를 가든 쉽지가 않군.
We are beset by foes on every side. A search for a foothold is a difficult one indeed.
에이, 여기 감시 카메라만 전부 볼 수만 있어도 그놈들이 지금 어디에 있는지 정도는 볼 수 있을 텐데.
Darn, if only the security cameras weren't busted, I'd be able to track the whereabouts.
여러 번 말하는 중이지만 고치려고 시도 중일세. 의도적으로 끊어진 전력을 복구시키는 것을 마치 안경을 닦는 것처럼 쉽게 말하는군.
I have repeated many times today that we are attempting to bring it back to operational status. You speak of restoring the sabotage power grid like it's a task simple as wiping one's glasses. Quick clack of glasses.
지금 가장 필요한 정보는 두 가지다.
More than anything, we need these two pieces of information at the present.
침입자가 누구인가? 그리고 무엇을 위해 LC에 침입했는가?
One, who are the attackers, and two, what objectives brought them to the LCE.
우리가 마주한 자는 그저 명령받은 대로 사람을 죽이는 것에만 혈안이 되어 있었지.
The men we encountered seem to have a one-track mind, squarely set on killing as ordered.
하지만 목적을 단순 습격 후 살인으로 두기에는 미심쩍은 점이 많다.
But there are far too many threads to the point to a motivation more complex than infiltrate facility and slaughter its employees with abandon. Moses' deduction aligned with Otis's. If the assailant's goal was truly nothing more than a slaughter, then their first course of action should have been to unlock the containment units.
침입자의 정체는 그래, 대략적이나마 유추할 단서가 모였다.
The intruders are yes, I had enough evidence to at least get a general idea of whom they might be.
설명해보게.
Do elaborate.
붉은 시선을 붙잡았다던 엄지압이라고 불리는 자, 그리고 연구원들을 습격한 중지에 시체로 된 인형까지 미루어 보아 그 솜씨는 아마도 약지 쪽이겠지.
Okay, so it is mannequins. Okay. There's the dumb nurse fodder who is stalling the red gaze. There is the members of the middle who are attacking the researchers, and we have seen evidence of their ring involvement too, given the presence of corpse mannequins.
최소로 잡아도 손가락 2개 이상의 조직이 혼재된 상황이라고 볼 수 있겠군.
At least 2 or more fingers are involved in this attack.
후군의 우두머리 짓을 하는 것들도 이곳에.
The dumb. The vile the Curl clan serves are here?
허나 이상하군. 모제스 아씨, 손가락이라는 작자들은 서로를 척하는 자들이 아닌가?
Yeah, we never like when the bad guys team up with each other. That's the worst time that have happened. Why are they not hostile right now? It was just explained to
손가락
me.
걸기 따위로 치고받고 싸우지 않고서야 하물며 같은 목표로 움직인다니.
Those look have no business coming here, even in a sleevel breath of each other, save when they're compelled to attend assemblies such as the Finger Bow Bell, where they're off their quarrel to no end.
그래. 그러니 역으로 판단하자면 꽤 중요한 목적이 있어서 각 손가락 간부급들이 특수하게 모였다 봐야겠지.
Correct, but consider this from the opposite perspective. There must be something here of the importance of this for the officers of each figure to put aside their differences and work hand in hand. It's Ryoshi.
거미 혹은 거미집의 아비들.
Spiders, or the nurse fathers of the House of
그들은
Spiders.
그렇게 불린다.
That is what they're called. What do they do, Ryoshi? Tell us
그리고
now.
우리는 이미 그들이 펼쳐둔 거미줄에 걸린 상태지.
And we just snared ourselves into the web they spun.
손가락은 서로의 영역을 침범하지 않기 위해 선을 그어둔다. 지금처럼 엉켜있는 일은 드물어.
The fingers rarely ever cross the line they drawn between each other. This is a strange entanglement. Certainly is a deviation.
아비들이라. 그 칭호 의미 없이 붙여지진 않았을 테지.
Nurse fathers, was it? It seems like a terribly meaningful title to me.
거미집이란 곳은 무언가를 기르는군. 그것도 각 손가락의 간부급이 모여서 양육이라는 행위를 한다라.
Then it can be presumed that the House of Spiders is a place to raise something or someone, to have such a high-ranking officers of each figure is gathered at one place to nurture someone.
말이 안 되나 싶지만 그 목적이 범상치 않을 만큼 역설적으로 그들이 모일 당위성을 보충하는군.
One might think that it hardly makes any sense indeed, and it doesn't. But what if their purpose here is just as outrageous? That would explain the paradoxical explain how they've come to gather here.
리오슈라 했던가? 그곳과 얽혀 있는 것으로 보이는데.
Ryoshu, is it? You seem extra bad. Fuck this. We're tied to that place.
뭘 원, 아이.
I want I.
아, 이건 뭘 원하시는지.
She says I know what you.
괜찮다. 줄여 말해도 파악할 수 있으니.
Oh, she already got the translator done. She already got the patch up patch up Sinclair. Don't worry about it. She can already understand her abbreviations.
하지만 나도 내가 아는 것을 토해낼 수가 없군.
But I can't tell you what I know because
정보와 기억 전부 깨져 있겠지. 내게 보이는 것처럼.
Because it's all broken. The place, the memories attached to it, I can see how they've shattered.
모든 것을 기억해낼 필요는 없어. 내가 제일 궁금한 건 그 범상치 않은 목표다. 그건 무엇인지 말할 수 있겠나?
You don't have to recall everything. All I need to know is what the outrageous purpose is. What is it?
나. 나를 무엇이든 베는 검으로 만들어내는 것.
Forge me into a blade that cuts through all.
그리고 나는 그곳을 빠져나왔다.
But I've left that place behind. They clearly haven't forgotten about you, though. Ryoshu, can you tell us anything more useful?
아쉽지만 여기까지군 시계.
Damn. Same. But that's all I have, Clock.
말하기 어렵다. 말할 수 있었어도 말하기 쉽지 않아.
I don't remember much more than that. Even if I did, it's not an easy thing to speak of. Ryoshu let out a posturated sigh, just as Moses did earlier. The long exhaustion of someone who's clearly craved a puff of smoke. It betrayed the aloofness that she projected. Come to think of it, Ryoshu hadn't been smoking at all since we got here. Or maybe since the truck.
시계. 저자가 말한 것처럼 그리고 네가 본 것처럼 내 머리는 엉망진창이다.
Fuck, like she said, and like what you see, my mind is a mess.
나 역시 내 스스로 궁금한 게 있지만 알아낼 수 없지.
I have questions alone, but the answers elude me.
그러나 아까처럼 내 놈의 힌트로 뭔가 짜맞춰질 만도 하다는 생각이 들었다.
But maybe the pieces can be put together using your hints, like the ones you gave me earlier.
그러니 같이 풀어내야 한다. 이 퍼즐 혹은 방탈출을.
It's Ryoshu? This is not Ryoshu. I don't feel like this is Ryoshu. This is because she's locked in now. She's actually locked the fuck in, more than usual. Like what the hell? We have to solve this puzzle together, or this game of escape room. Ryoshu muttered placidly.
거미집의 목표가 너라면 굳이 본사를 침입할 이유가 없을 거다.
If it's you the House of Spiders want, then I must ask you to entertain this question. Why did they bother to attack you, the HQ? Probably wants the golden boat too. That I assume that was what they also go for. As Moses began to her explanation, Ryoshu looked in her direction with a mild amusement.
거미집을 빠져나왔다는 발언은 아마 탈출을 의미하겠지.
When you said you left the House of Spiders, I presume you meant you escaped it.
손가락 길이의 관계성을 고려했을 때 사이좋게 모여있을 위인들이 아닌데도 아비들은 너를 잃은 이후로도 거미집이란 단체를 유지했다. 단편적으로만 본다면 네 복귀를 기다렸을 수도 있지.
Members of different fingers are hardly the kind of people to friend as even on a good day. But this alliance of sorts they called the House of Spiders have persisted even after their departure. At a glance, it may only appear that they are simply waiting for your return.
하지만 오늘의 행동들을 보아선 그렇게 인내심이 대단한 자들로 보이지도 않는다.
But given their behaviors today, they don't strike me as a particular patient group as a whole.
이제야 모습을 드러냈다는 것이 수상하다는 거지. 저들이 절박했다면 벌써 움직여야 했을 거다.
In other words, I find it suspicious that they decided to act now. If they were desperate, they would have made that move a long time ago.
이건 때를 기다린 거라는 생각이 드는군.
This leads me to believe that they are waiting for the right time.
류슈, 너를 되찾든 그게 아닌 뭔가를 하든 지금이 저들의 움직일 때가 된 셈이다.
Whichever their motive is, Ryoshu, whether it is to get you back or doing something else, the fact that remains is that they've chosen this particular moment to act.
저희가 만난 거미집의 아비는 류슈 씨가 이곳 본사 연구소로 올 수 있도록 길을 비켜줬어요.
The nurse father of the House of Spires we encountered, she made way for us for Ryoshu could come to the HQ research facility.
그분이 류슈 씨에게 내비친 복잡한 감정들은 하나같이 강렬했지만
She harbors such intensely complicated feelings for Ryoshu, but
그럼에도 류슈 씨를 죽이거나 데려가려는 듯한 행동은 조금도 보이지 않았던 것 같아요.
I don't think I got the sense that she was trying to kill or take Ryoshu with her.
아비들이 이곳에서 날 기다리고 있다고 한 걸 보면
But she said that the nurse fathers were waiting for me here.
나를 보러 온 건 맞다. 괴짜 탐정.
Clearly they're here to see me, weirdo detective.
너 자꾸 말을.
뭐야?
As for turn down the simp mode, turn off the Moses radar, the Moses fucking attractor. Turn that shit off now. All right, you. Hey, what's the hell's your problem?
진정하게 저들의 대화를 막지 않는 게 좋네.
Please be calm. It's best that we don't interrupt their conversation.
필시, 저 논쟁 안에서 답을 떠올리겠지. 흐름을 끊지 않아야 할 것이네.
In an intense dialogue, shall they find and draw out the answer. Let us not dare to stem discourse.
너를 자극하기 위해 거미집의 아비들이 습격했다는 추측은 합당하지만
It's fair to assume that the nurse fathers of the House of Spiders have attacked this place to provoke you. However,
당장의 목적은 따로 있다는 생각을 지울 수가 없군.
I can't seem to shake the thought that they must have had a distinct objective.
요슈라는 인물만을 노리고자 했다면 이곳과 지금이 적기는 아니잖나.
If they were indeed after Ryoshu, and only Ryoshu, then choosing this specific time and place hardly seems to serve that purpose. The intervals between each centers are different, but once the center's turn ends, another begins, every single time without failure, like some cosmic wheel of sorts. This case has everything to do with Ryoshu, I believe. Without a shred of doubt, that is her turn. Yeah, I don't think she can understand. Or I guess she can understand. Oh, again, never mind. Once the series related by words, Moses fell into a brief contemplation and began to mutter a sequence of words.
limbuscompany, 거울, 유리창, 구엘사, 추출된 에고, 엔케팔린, 신비, 환상체, 모노리스, 수감자 류슈.
Okay, limbuscompany, the mirror, the glass window, the former alcove, extracted ego, Enkephalin, psychomits. I know this is just egos, but it feels, or it's not egos, because extracted ego. Why are you saying it different, Moses? If it's not ego, whatever. Animalities, monolith, Sitter Ryoshu.
이곳 LC의 연구소에서 거미집의 목적이 될 수 있는 것은 그리 많지 않더군.
I can't think of too many things the LC research that facility that could be what the House of Spiders is after.
당장 쓸 수 없는 정보를 모두 제외하면 추측할 수 있는 모든 목적 중 가장 합당한 목적은 처음부터 하나뿐이다.
Our process of elimination, the only reasonable answer that can be deduced is as follows.
황금가지.
Yeah, they're here for the golden bows. Yeah, I said it.
결국 그런 결론이 나는 것인가?
So that's how it is. ... Dante. Moses is right. It becomes very important to us to look into Yoshi's past, to reach and see what lies there, but LCB's goal is journeys, and his stories have always been bound the same terminus, obtaining the golden bows. Now that I think about it, does that mean we're not getting a golden bow this Canto? Unless they brought it with them. And they're gonna, if they brought a golden bow with them, that means they're trying to use it for something in LCE with all the golden bows that we have currently as well. At least that's my thoughts on it right now. Hohenheim, where are the golden bows in this facility located?
관리자님께서 황금가지의 위치를 묻는군요.
The manager would like to know where the location of the golden bows.
이곳에 실험실에 있네.
It's at a laboratory in this facility. Hohenheim gaze turned towards me. Perhaps he was looking at the clock hand on my head.
그래. 발표 내용에 대해서 말하지 않을 수가 없겠군.
Very well, I suppose there's no way around sharing the contents of our presentation. Hohenheim's answer sounded more like a prolonged sigh.
그건 황금가지 실험 성과에 대한 발표였네.
It was a presentation regarding our progress in the golden bow experimentation.
그리고 그 발표가 공개될 수 있는 인원은 한정되어 있네. 지금 자네들 ACB는 포함되지 않았어.
And a limited group of individuals with clearance to access the contents of that presentation does not include the members of the LCB.
황금가지를 개고생해서 구해오는 건 우리인데 우리한테만 정보 공개를 제한하는 건 무슨...
He could calm down. He's about to say something. Oh, are we the ones here risking our necks to collect those golden bows? How come we're not allowed to?
보안의 범위를 결정하는 건 내가 아니네.
I am not the one who decides the scope of our security.
호헨하임 씨가 우려하는 바가 무엇인지는 알고 있습니다.
Hohenheim, your concern is understandable.
회사는 황금가지에 대한 정보의 공개를 엄중하게 제한하고 있으니까요.
The company maintains a tight control over any information regarding golden bow.
혹여 회사의 동의 없이 이 정보가 노출되었을 경우 어떤 조치가 내려올지는 현재로서 알 수 없습니다. 최악의 경우엔 기억 소거 절차까지도
I keep cutting off Faust.
감안해야 할 테죠.
There's no way to know at this moment what the consequences of leaking information without the company's explicit consent might be. If worse comes to worse, we may even be subject to a memory wipe procedure.
지금 같은 비상 상황에서 그딴 걱정부터 해야 한다니.
Unbelievable. We're stalled by some red tape at the holy shit. Word, I never said it before. Exigent circumstance like this?
비밀스럽고 수상쩍은 회사에서 뭘 바라겠나?
What do you expect from a company built on practically secrecy and suspicion?
그럼 감안한다고 생각하고 본론부터 말하지. 우리는 황금가지를 회수된 각각의 가지를 접목하는 실험을 진행 중이었다네.
Anyways, assuming the risk of divulging this information are understood and accepted by all parties present, let me get straight to the point. The golden bows we were experimenting with gratifying the retrieved golden bows onto another, or grafting the retrieved golden bows onto another. So they are making them into one.
가지를 접목한다는 것은 혹시
Grafting the golden bows.
한 그루의 나무로 만들겠다는 뜻인가?
Was the purpose of this to combine the golden bows to form a single tree?
연구자 앞에서는 두루뭉술하게 넘길 수도 없겠군.
Nothing slips by a fellow researcher, I suppose.
맞네.
Correct.
특수한 환경에서 황금가지를 배양시켜
See the light?
만드는 중이라네. 아직은 한 그루로 완전하게 접목시키지는 못했지만 그리 먼 이야기는 아니지.
Are you trying to make us see the light? A third one? The third coming? We're incubating the golden bows under a very special environment to create a sapling. Yet we haven't managed to graft them together into a proper tree. No, but the horizon is in sight.
그 실험의 성과를 사내의 주요 관계자들과 몇몇 팀에게 공개할 예정이었는데 이런 사고가 터져버렸군.
Today was the day that we're going to share that success of the experiment with certain major characters and teams within the company until this happened.
황금가지는 실험실에 있더라.
The golden boys are at the laboratory.
그럼 실험실에서 황금가지를 먼저 찾아내 보호하는 게 급선무겠네요.
They would have to get to the laboratory before they do secure the golden bows.
하지만 섣불리 움직이기에는 이곳에 도사리는 적들이 너무 많지 않아? 본사랑 더 연락할 방법은 없는 거야?
But we can't just waltz in our way for this whole place might be clogged with enemies, right? Is there any way we can touch the HQ right now?
본사에 지원 요청은 들어갔나?
Did the HQ even receive your support requests?
1시간 전에 구조 신호를 보냈지만 명확하게 닿았을지는 알 수 없네. 송신기들은 전부 그들이 파괴해버려서 말이지.
We did. We did send a rescue signal to the HQ an hour ago. We have no way of knowing whether it was received. The attackers destroyed all of the outgoing transmitters earlier.
신호만 들어갔다면 LC에게 규격 외의 상황이 벌어졌다는 건 금방 파악했겠지.
As long as they receive the signal, any signal, it shouldn't take long until they recognize the LCE is under attack by an overwhelming force.
LCA가 지원을 보냈다는 가정하에서 그들이 이곳까지 도착하는 데 걸리는 시간을 예상할 수 있나?
Assuming that the LCA has sent us support units, do you have an estimate of how long it might take for them to arrive?
현재 시설 곳곳에 산재한 폐쇄 경로를 지나오는 시간을 모두 감안해도
Even if they were to navigate around the inaccessible passages currently present in the facility,
10분 이내일 것입니다.
it should be no more than 10 minutes.
10분이라면 이미 도착하고도 남았을 텐데.
10 minutes? They should have already been here already.
신호를 받지 못했거나 엘리베이터가 중간에 작동을 멈춰 갇혔을 수도 있겠죠.
They have either failed to receive the transmission, or the power outage has trapped the reinforcements in the elevator.
하긴 우리야 소드 씨가 설명해줘서 뒷문으로 들어올 수 있었지.
Huh, yeah, if it wasn't for Miss Sade bringing us up to speed, we wouldn't have thought of using the back door to come straight to the facility.
그런 거라면 통제실에서 전력 분배기만 재부팅해줘도 해결될 것에.
If this is such the case, then we need to reboot the power divider in the facility management room.
어이 척척 박사. 이 부서의 셧다운 상태를
I'm getting
복구시키려면 저
excited.
돌아다니는 뒤틀림이나 환상체들을 모조리 제압해야 하는 거지?
This is so ideal. I'm getting so excited right now. I'm ready. Hey, I'm Mr. Big Brain. If we wanted to restore the department from a shutdown state, we gotta take out all the distortions and anomalies sauntering about, right?
완벽히 복구하기 위해서는 그렇다고 봐야겠지. 이것은 복도의 환상체가 하나라도 탈출해 돌아다닌다면 다른 부서로 갈 수 있는 모든 통로가 차단되도록 만들어졌으니.
In order to perfectly restore the facility, yes. This place has been designed to be quarantined from every department, even if the single abnormality has escaped to its hallways.
깊이 생각해봤자 뭐가 더 나오겠어? 환상체나 뒤틀림들이 무서운 거면 우리가 처리해줄게.
Hey, no use sitting around and putting our heads together, right? Hey, if you guys are scared of some abnormalities or distortion, leave it to us. We'll kick their butts. Nice, Ezra. We're telling you we're gonna win now.
한마디도 안 했는데요. 좀 더 신중하게 행동해야 하는 게 어떠냐는 말이죠.
Nobody said that they were scared. I'm just saying that we could benefit from practicing a bit of caution.
역시 전력 수리부터 하는 게 제일 현명할 수도 있네. 습격자들은 어둠 속에서 더 활기를 칠 테니 말이야.
It would be wiser to prioritize restoring the power to the facility. It seems that these attackers are making effective use of the dark.
아무래도
What do you see, Otis?
효율적인 작전 수행을 위해서는 인원 편제를 분할하는 편이 좋겠습니다.
Split forces. As its manager, I am of the opinion that we should split our forces in order to facilitate our operation, given the urgency of the situation.
우선순위만을 논하면서 시간을 낭비하기에는 상황이 썩 좋아 보이지 않는군요.
The situation looks rather pressing for us to sit here and waste time debating what to tackle first. Once I nodded in agreement, Otis quickly took control of the situation.
지금부터 우리는 수색 정찰 및 탈출을 준비한다.
Listen up, man. We must prepare two things: reconnaissance and extraction.
뭐? 나가자고?
Huh? Extraction? You mean escape?
LCA 지원이 도착할 것이라고 가정한다면 그 타이밍에 맞춰 우리도 행동하는 편이 유리하다. 협공의 가능성이 높아지기 때문이지.
Assuming that the LCA support will arrive, it'll serve us best to move in tandem with them to improve our chances of launching a joint attack with our numerical advantage over our enemies.
또한 정황을 보아하니 이 위치에 너무 오래 숨어 있었다. 적은 계속해서 이곳을 들쑤시며 목표를 달성할 때까지 닥치는 대로 죽이는데 우리의 위치를 고정해 놓는 것은 죽을 확률만 늘리는 셈이다.
Also, we have to stay mobile. We've held this position for too long. Our enemies will methodically kill and comb throughout the entire facility until they find what they are looking for. The more we remain stationary, the more likely that we are to encounter them. And that will only elevate the risk of total obliteration.
그건 말 되네. 하긴 쟤네들은 한 번 죽으면 끝이기도 하고.
Makes sense. Besides, the others here ain't like us. Once they get killed, it's over for them.
거기에 더해 황금가지 또한 적보다 먼저 회수해야 한다. 무엇을 하려고 하든 이 안에서는 해결할 수 없다.
Another thing, don't forget that we have to reach the golden bells before our enemies do. Whichever we end up prioritizing, we won't get anything done by staying holed up in here.
그래. 그럼 우리가 다 같이 나간다 쳤을 때 제일 먼저 갈 장소는 어디인가? 자네 말대로 황금가지의 회수나 전력 복구 같이 한 번에 준비할 것이 많아 보이는데.
Right, well, then if we were to all leave here at the same place at the same time, where should we prioritize? We have many pressing tasks, as you explained. Golden bow retrieval, facility power, restoration.
전력을 복구할 통제실과 실험실, 그리고 손상된 회로가 있는 복도는 전부 멀리 떨어져 있습니다만.
But the facility management to restore power to the facility, and the laboratory, and the area damaged with circuitry are all located far from each other.
힘을 나눈다.
We divide and conquer.
황금가지의 보호, 시설 전력의 복구, 환상체 제압을 통한 지원 통로 개척. 이 막중한 문제들을 동시에 해결하기 위해서는 각각에 걸맞은 팀들이 배치되는 것이 낫겠지.
Give me that command brain, Otis. Give me that command brain. Securing this golden bow, restoring power, and suppressing abnormalities to clear a path for reinforcements. They're all equally important and must be resolved concomitantly. Fuck. Yeah, all these big ass words I'll never use in my life. Concomitantly. And to do so, we must split up into squads based on our expertise.
그래, 뭐 찬성이야. 우리는 따로 행동하는 편이 더 편하기도 하고.
Yeah, alrighty. We work better than separated anyways.
황금가지는 우리 LCB 부서가 찾도록 하지. 이곳에 있는 관리자님께서는 근처에 황금가지가 있으면 바로 알아차릴 수 있는 능력을 갖추고 계시니.
The LCB will be in charge of securing the golden bow, as our executive manager here has the ability to detect whatever they are in close proximity to one.
뭐 금속 탐지기 뭐 그런 기능인 건가?
Yes, like a metal detector, Ezra.
그런 싸구려 같은 비유를 촉박하니 지금만 넘어가지.
How dare you compare the executive manager to a? I'll let that one slide, given the urgency.
그리고 환상체나 뒤틀림, 죄종들의 제압은 자네들 LCD 부서에 부탁하고 싶군.
Anyway, we would like to leave the abnormality and distortion in particular special to the LCD.
좋아, 전문이지 그건.
Oh, they're gonna cook? They're gonna cook? Okay. Gosh, that's totally our bread and butter.
이곳에 격리되어 있던 환상체나 뒤틀림 중에 까다로운 건 몇 종 정도 되지?
3. How many difficult abnormalities and distortions that you contain this facility?
벌써 당신의 정도의 실력이면 어렵지 않게 제압할 수
Oh, he's
있을
talking to
걸세.
Otis.
하지만 그중 2종은 많이 까다로워.
Competitors of your power. Oh, sure, she's asking a question. Oh, so he asks Hohenheim. Okay, now it makes more sense. I thought she's asking us how many did we deal with, how many did we beat. Competitors of your power should be have no trouble suppressing most of them, save for 2. However, that might pose some trouble.
실험실끼리 통신할 때 쓰던 초소형 무전기를 주겠네. 너무 멀면 신호가 닿지 않지만 자네들에게 제압 방법을 설명하는 데는 쓸만할 거야.
Take these micro communicators with you. We will use these to communicate between laboratories. While it has limited range, it should be useful enough to relay suppression tactics for each entity if you come across.
좋아. 통신도 갖출 수 있겠군.
Perfect. We secure the means of communication.
마지막으로 전력 복구
Smug ass face.
LCE 부서에 맡기도록 하지. 내부 시설에 대해서는 이곳의 인원 중 제일 익숙할 것 같으니.
As for restoring power to the facility, I'd like to designate the task to the LCE personnel here. I'm assuming you are the best acquainted with the layout of this facility out of all of us.
합리적이군. 이 부서는 자네들이 보았던 것보다 더 까다롭게 설계가 되어 있거든.
A reasonable choice. The layout of this facility is more complicated than it might have be first appear to you.
전선들이 제대로 정리가 되지 않은 혼란한 상태를 저런 식으로 언급하기도 하더군요.
That is indeed one way to describe abysmal kill management.
그건 엔트로피 증가 과정의 제한이라고 생각해 줬으면 좋겠군. 그리 보여도 안정한 상태일세.
Please consider it to be representation of the tropic escalation phenomenon. Despite the way it looks, the sub is quite stable. Martin gave a handful of tiny radios to Otis, who distributed them to each of us.
좋아. 이걸로 상황을 계속 공유하도록 하지.
Very well. Don't forget to keep us each other updated.
잊고 싶던 연기 냄새가 자꾸만 스멀스멀 올라오는군.
The acrid stench of smokes I much rather leave them buried in the past keeps coming back. I don't know Moses' backstory with Otis. I don't even think it's going to be in Short Detective, but that is going to be an interesting Canto. I'm assuming Moses is going to come back and be like a major part of that for Otis as well. But we are going to leave this part here. I think it's been 3 fucking hours. 3 fucking hours. Holy shit. Yeah, we're going to leave this part off here. It's already going to go long enough. And hopefully the last like 13, I'm assuming it goes up to like 20. That'll be like 4. That'd be 4, 5, 6 more parts. Hopefully we get that done pretty quickly for that last part. Or finally get into the business. And I have a sneaky suspicion that we're about to see some middle people pop up sooner or later. And that's gonna be fun. Look, we already got Japanese lettering here, so we're back to Ryoshi shit happening. So until then, the mic just cut off for a second. But until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next one. Goodbye.